What's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Aquí estamos. Tonight is just me. See how we do this? It's just me like the old days. Only for tonight. Maruka wasn't feeling good. She might pop in if she starts feeling a little better. If she starts feeling a little better, but we had told you guys we would come on tonight, so I thought I'm gonna come on and maybe just do like an hour or so, depending where our conversation goes. Um, but she was not hurting. I mean, she was not feeling well. She's hurting, uh, feeling a little bit. I guess she said her the right side of her chest was hurting a little bit and stuff. So she just wanted to lay back a little bit for a little bit. She might hop in. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if we talk enough shit about her. AP said, greetings, everyone. What's up, brother? Angel Chavez said, to all the gente, best always cricket wipers. Gracias for this. Thank you, brother. Gracias a ustedes for coming in and spending time with us. And because if not, it'd just be me and her talking, and we do enough of that. Let's see how much shit I can talk before she comes on. EJG, Pchronicles. What's up, brother? How you doing, homeboy? Hopefully you're doing good, brother. Spencer, hopefully you're well, bro. I know we don't see you enough. Sergio said, what's up, everyone? Pchronicles. I am 100. What's up, brother? I hit you up on IG. We hadn't seen you in a while, bro, so I was just checking on you. Hopefully you were good. He said, yo, how's everyone doing? Pchronicles. Timo said, I see AP, I see Sergio and Angel Chavez, but I don't see the host. Boo, that man, he said. But now Mama Criqueta, she's an angel. Yeah, okay. You guys don't know her. She's like that song, The Grinch. She's a mean one. Sergio said, Ira, the great Timo D is on time today. What's up, bro? AP says, sup, Timoteo. Expolero, watch out, Farmero changed the name back to Expolero. You don't think I remember? What's up, bro? We spent a long time at Krusty's last night, bro. Shit, we spent so much time at Krusty's, we outdid Krusty. Krusty fell off before we fell off. What's up, homeboy? He said, órale, B23 en la casa. That's right. That is right. Timo DeVille said, I needed church, Brother Serge. Cisco, what's up, homeboy? He said, Cuvo from that big bad or little cashing. AP said, oh, dang, it's the return of the bowling shirt. But you guys always say, this ain't no bowling shirt, fool. This is a golf shirt. See the little golf auto? When I don't work, I dress in my regular clothes, bro. Burqueño said bonjour. Orale, guacha. See? A little bit of French speaking. We do that in New Mexico sometimes. In the Burque. Sergio said, church, what did you do, Timo? Timo said, AP was cracking. Hispolero said, cricket looking like he's on the Arizona State Championship bowling team. Here we go. You too, huh, fool? Fucking vatos. Hope she feels better. Yeah, she'll be okay, I think. We had planned. Spencer, we had planned on coming on, and I got at her because today she didn't have to work. I didn't have to work, so we were gonna come on at 8:00. So I hit her. I'm like, "You ready to go?" And she's like, "I don't feel good, babe." And I'm like, "All right, well, let's just wait a little bit, and we'll see." You know what I mean? So we waited, and then it started getting later and later. And I said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna just." We told them we were gonna be on. Let's just hop on, or I'll just hop on and do about an hour or so. And if you start feeling better, just jump in. She's like, "Orale." So hopefully she'll be all right. AP said, dang, hope Jovana better. All the hating takes its toll. Said you. Hey, right? It comes back on her. Timo said, nothing, brother. I just like being sucker and drama free. You know me, right? Man, I stayed up last night. I had a crusty going, but not, and I was transferring those videos to the other island, and I think I ended up doing 20. I transferred like 22 videos or something. Fuck, right now. I got one, two, three, four, five more that I got processing. Uh, it's a bitch, bro. But anyway, I'm getting it done. It's happening. Sergio said, "LOL, bowling team." Sergio said, "Timo, LOL, Simon." AP said, "My chest set here, firme." You got it, bro. Now we're gonna have to start doing the numbers. 11 to 17. Was that what it was? 11 to 11, 12 to 6. Yes, I think it was something. I don't remember the numbers that well anymore. Sergio said, shit, I fell asleep before 10, I think. I know. Maruka hit you. She hit us both and said, that we're at cross. But I was working on the video, so I'm like, all right, let's go for a minute. So I went in, said, well, she did too. And she was tired, so she crashed. And I stayed, but I just kept it on my phone while I was working on the computer. And I would look a little bit, type a little bit, come back. That fool did like a 7-hour live, bro, 8 hours. But like the last hour, he was gone. The screen turned dark. I said, and he just disappeared, and the rest of us were just in there talking still. It was crazy. Ispolero said, maybe White Fence is all worn out from hating on the purque all day. I'm telling you. Just kidding. Hope she feels better soon. I told her, I said, well, okay, well, we're going to go in there and talk shit about you if you ain't going to if you ain't going to be there. And she goes, yeah, okay, you guys do that thing. You know how she talks. Timo said, Krusty stayed on that late, huh? He was snowball. Yeah, bro. He was I think I finally shut it off. It was like 7:30 my time in the morning, 7:45 or something. So he went to like 5 or shit, something like that. But like I said, like the last hour was just dark. It was just a bunch of people coming in and out saying, "Hey, where's Crust?" And then they would talk to each other. And I'm not. I think Farmero was there. Ron Garcia came through. Burqueño came in after like everybody almost had disappeared. And was like, man, I came in late or something. Big motherfucker was in there. We just Johnny Chingas was in. We was all just we would come and go. And this shit was funny, but I don't know what happened to him. 1 minute he was right there playing little, I don't know what they were at the end, like crazy little love songs or something real quiet, and then he just boom, he never came back. Every time he sips on that ripple, said Timo. AP said, does Crust drink every day? I don't know, bro. I don't know if he does every day. I know he I know he does every every live. As far as I've seen that or smoking that Holly. I'm not sure. Big motherfucker said that fool bailed on us. LOL. I know he did. Timo said, I don't know, AP. I think the modelos love him though. Right? I'm 100 said, yo, how's everyone's Saturday? Man, I slept wow. Like I said, after that crust thing, I was still working on these videos. And by the time I was done, it was probably like, well, not done, but when I was too tired to keep going, it was about 9 in the morning. So I went to sleep and I didn't get up till probably, I don't know, 4 in the afternoon, 4 or 5. And then I hit up Maruka, or she hit me. I think she woke me up. We talked a little bit and then I hit her back. And so she was already not feeling too well. So it was a trip. But yeah, then I came back down, started working on these videos again, trying to get them down. think I might. I should have them done by like Friday, and next Friday I would hope, and then I should be able to start opening up that other canal. So vamos a ver. We shall see. I know I got some good ass news. I'm not gonna say what it is though, so I guess I shouldn't have said anything. But it might be good. It'll coincide with the opening of that channel, so it might be okay. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about. Sergio said, "LOL, fucking Krusty passed out or what?" I don't know, bro. Like he was there 1 minute, the screen went dark, and he was gone. And but everybody was still in there talking. And then I said something. I was like, "Well, I guess Crust disappeared. I guess it's over." And you know when you got to click on it to like to do this, right, to put it up like that. And he clicked on that and put my shit up there saying, "I guess it's over." And but he never like came back and talked. He didn't type in the chat, nothing. He just like just he was gone. Johnny Chinga se que Chronicles familia. Saludos a todos. What's up, brother? A piece of party life is fun. I like me some modelos too. Yeah, I don't think I've tasted a modelo ever, bro. I don't know. I know I've tasted Coronas. To me, all beer tastes the fucking same, though. I don't like the taste of beer. But I don't think I've ever tasted a modelo. Is that crazy? I never have. I know I've the Coronas, yes, of course, Budweiser, but I'm just not a drinker, eh? And when I did drink, like I said, I told you guys before, when I got out the pinta at first, I kind of went a little hard, but I wasn't drinking beer, eh? I was drinking vodka. Vodka. I would make cups in the morning of like vodka and pineapple juice or orange juice, and then just walk around all day with my fucking cup, and I'd be fucked up by the end. By the nighttime, I'd be through and do it again the next day, and then I started doing Jim Beam and Coke, and that was my shit. When I was going to school for the diesel mechanic, I would do Jim Beam Coke, and I'd make my cup and take that shit to school, and just sit there in school all day drinking that shit. I just got bad on drinking, but then I quit. Sergio said I was drinking a Reese's peanut butter and Oreo shake, got sugar drunk and passed out. Pinche party life. Fuck. Hey man, that sounds good though. I should tell my son to get some shit right now. Vicky17 said, "Good morning to all." What's up, Vicky? How you doing? He said, "Good morning." Is it morning time out there, brother? I got your email. I need to respond to it. I saw that. I'll respond. It was pretty long, brother. So I'm gonna respond to it later on. But I did get it. How you doing, bro? Timo said Krusty had to work today too. Did he really? Oh man, I don't know how he did that, bro. Unless he just went straight to work from there like that. Yeah, there's no way. I couldn't do it. Big motherfucker said you used your comments to tell us all to get the fuck out, lol, right? That's what it seemed like, but everybody just kept bullshit, kept talking. And then they were talking about going live with someone else's shit, and they didn't want to finish the night, man. People wanted to chill. That shit was funny. What happened right now? It's funny. Ah, good morning. Krusty had to work today too. Big movie huge. Yeah, Burqueño said Krusty operating a secret society behind closed doors. The screen went black. The screen went black, but he was still communicating, right? Hey, and he had shit. I think his live essay, like it went up. Holmes, he had quite a few people in there at one point. He was all excited. It was cool, man. It was cool to see for real. This fucking dude. These people are ridiculous. Stop hating on Doug. Brother, how is that hating on us? These fucking people are dumb as fuck. Yes, because it's about dubs, dummy. Uh, Crusty up on AP said I meant female modelos. Oh, modelas then, fool. Yo. Vicky 17 said vodka the best with grapefruit and ice. I've never tried it with grapefruit. I used to buy those cans of either orange juice or pineapple juice that they sell like in the liquor stores. And and I would just mix it with vodka for the days and shit. And yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't, but you know. The Sea Dog and Cooper's show. What's up, brother? He said, "Cubo gente, God bless, familia." Cubo, what's up, homeboy? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. Burqueño said, "Man, I had a dark German beer the other day, real sweet and thick. It was pretty good." See, I don't know, bro. To me, beer just tastes like beer, bro. I don't see no difference. But I've never had no like dark German beer or something. I don't know. Like I never had no like weird stuff. It's Budweiser, like the normal shit. So maybe if I tried one of something else, I don't know. I don't know the difference between dark and sweet and all that stuff. AP said, "Oh yeah, your little alcoholic stint after prison, Jovana didn't dig it. Nah, she didn't, bro. Oh man, she really didn't. Yeah, she was. But you know what? It was. She had a right to not dig it, bro, because I was tripping, eh? I was just doing me, like, and and it was nonstop. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'd wake up in the morning, make my shit, and then we went for the day. And this is when I first got out, and I had some feria. We had feria saved up and shit. And I think we told you we went like on a trip, and so we're in like Miami. We're in a place called Coconut Grove. That's like a little, I don't know what it would be called, like a suburb of Miami. Um, like Miami Beach is like 20 minutes away from it, and so we're in Coconut Grove, staying like at a Residence Inn hotel, and right by it they had like a outdoor mall and like places you can go walk and shit. And we would get up and go and walk and just I'd be drinking that shit all fucking day. And then we went to Miami Beach. I think I got pictures. We're at Miami Beach. I got my pisto, like what I had made, and we're on the beach, eh? And I'm wearing like I think I got like like the undershirt or maybe a shirt, and I'm wearing like shorts with my socks pulled all the way up and and fucking and shoe. I'm pretty sure shoes, and we're on the beach on the sand, bro. I gotta get those pictures, but yeah, it was. eh, I was a little uptight when I first got out, and then the alcohol didn't make it any better. Sergio said, "Big, laugh my ass off." AP said, "I can't imagine Grillo walk around with his drink." Yeah, I was. It was bad. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not no. It wasn't like I was a fucked up drunk or nothing. It's just I was just always on my shit. You know what I mean? It was just there was no sober time for us to spend together. You know what I mean? And but it wasn't like I was drunk to where I wasn't paying attention. I mean, it was we were like I know I'm giving myself an excuse, but honestly, it wasn't like I was passing myself out drunk and no, we weren't spending time together. But the problem was I was always drunk. You know what I mean? Like it was a trip. And I'm one of those type of vatos that when I drink, I could be like the life of the party. If we're having fun, it's cool as fuck. But if I get mad, I get all up in my head and I get mad, like it gets madder. I get madder and madder. You know what I mean? Like it's not to I still know what I'm doing. I'll never put hands on my ruka or any ruka or nothing like that. But that I would like get pissed off and fucking kick something or punch the wall or some dumb shit, you know what I mean, for stupid stuff, like just because I got mad about something. It's just better sober, you know what I mean? You think more clearly, pues. Idle, stop hating out. Yeah, okay. Why don't you worry about the kids, fool, and stop worrying about some fucking YouTuber? That might be nice. Timo said, dude, are you up for 45,000 subs? You might have to make more videos, huh? I don't care, bro. I mean, it's not about, again, it's not really about, you know, that part of it, honestly. I was actually talking about that today with somebody, and I'm like, man, maybe I should just stay on this one. The only reason I'm thinking of doing it is because I think it might bring a little more notoriety to the nonprofit. Because once I have the nonprofit, there'll be other stuff I can do, and I can record that and put it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I was thinking. It's not so that I can all of a sudden start making fucking prison genre stuff and throwing it out there and trying to make feria. Yeah, I'm tripping on. And and so it's not about like that type of shit. It's just about trying to figure out, trying to see what's the best way to spread the mensaje that we got. Because I don't think much is gonna change as far as like with these lives. It might at first. I mean, at first people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" All of a sudden, I'm on their feed, and they're not gonna remember having you know sub to me or anything like that. They'll be like, "What the fuck? How did this happen?" Um, and then they might come in because they're curious and then disappear because it's just me talking all boring and shit again. So but as far as like the ones, I think that if I can, once I can start putting these videos out that show us doing stuff with the nonprofit, which is what I want to kind of bring attention to, then I think the more people that at least that it could at least reach, the better. You know what I mean? Because if you have, with 45,000 subs, it'll at least cross their feed. You know what I mean? And they can see some of the stuff that's being done on the nonprofit side, and maybe even want to get involved from their states and shit like that. So that was kind of the thought of it. It's not so that we can have a bigger live or anything like that. That's not going to happen. I don't foresee that. Just because all of a sudden I'm in people's feed, that they're gonna come jump in my live, and you know what I mean. Most of the people that are subbed to that are that were perplexed, are kind of in all this already. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't subbed to me yet because they don't like this shit that I'm. They don't. It's not about this, so it's not. I don't think that it's gonna make a difference. Not much. Timo said, I hate hangovers though, huh? I never got them, bro. I don't get hangovers. That was the good thing. I don't get them, man. AP said, Simon, Timo, that's why I don't drink. Even big meals at night give me hangovers. God damn. Yeah, I never had that. Hey, Simon, Timo, that's why I don't drink even big meals. Oh, big motherfucker said, did you notice that more than half the people bailed when that one food came on? Yes, I did, bro. You notice I didn't respond. It's just I'm just not. Timo said, "Who said you hating?" Oh, this dude up there. He didn't see it, Timo. See, Timo, you got a ranch. You got to be whacking these fools. Uh, AP said I removed them. Timo, someone named Idol was just spamming. Timo said vodka mixed with everything, pretty much. AP said, hope that's cool, but yeah, it is. Those are idiots right there, bro. You got this, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff right there. You're just gonna come in and spam. I've already made it clear, and so did he. It's not an issue between Dubs and I. It brought up a conversation that needs to be had. And if all you're worrying about is what YouTuber you like more, then you're a fucking idiot. We're talking about kids and what's the best way to go about what's the more responsible way to talk on this genre, on this whole thing, or in general, just even in the neighborhoods. What's the most responsible way to talk so that kids don't get the wrong message? And you got these dumbasses that all they're worried about is who's the cooler YouTuber. It's just go over there, Dubs, and suck his dick and leave me alone. AP said, been looking at her game. I can still get you. We'll see. I mean, yeah, of course. It ain't gonna happen, but yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's always a possibility. Billy Nifa said, what up, everybody? Peace. Timo said, motherfucker, what fool was that, loco? Big motherfucker said, I called him Mr. Know what I'm saying. Oh, Timo, he's talking about the tall guy. That's how Timo knows him. He came in, hopped on live and everything. Yeah, can't go nowhere with it. Fucking piece of shit. I am 100 said, walking back from corner 7-Eleven with a s'mores chocolate and wife with coffee. Shout out to everyone from Monterrey, Mexico. Damn, a s'mores chocolate? Like a chocolate milk thing? Man, that sounds good too. Timo said he was on a live, motherfucker. Fulqueña said, nah, I'm saying. Nah, I'm saying. Big motherfucker said, yep. 707 Crispy says, saludos, Cricket. Saludos right back to you, homeboy. How you doing? How are you? Appreciate you coming in. Burqueño said, socks on the beach. Need to get them toes in the sand, hombre. I could not at that time, bro. That was right, fresh, straight out. There was no way I wasn't gonna, at least wear flip flops or something. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Daniel Martinez said, what's up, Cricket? How you doing, brother? It's a badass shirt you have on. Thank you, brother. See? The rest of these fools hating, bro. They calling it they calling it bowling shirt, man. Ain't no bowling shirt. Sergio Del Burque said, dude, that shake was good. Got it at Baskin Robbins. They don't got Baskin Robbins here, bro. They got the other one. What's that shit called? Damn. I can't remember what that's called. The ice cream place. Big motherfucker said, my brother did the same thing last year when he got out after doing 10 years. He was drinking Grey Goose every day for like 6 months, all pedo every day. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why I did it. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about it. I don't know why I got out and started drinking. But here's the thing. I was drinking before I got out. I think I told you guys this story too. We were making White Lightning in there, and so they have. I don't know how many of you guys remember, but you know that you you guys know the sriracha sauce. That same company makes a little thing with like an open top that it's like chili garlic sauce. If anyone remembers that, in our state we used to call it Wu Tang and shit, right? Just to call it that, but it's chili garlic sauce, and those little bottles we'd fill them with the White Lightning, and I had a bunch of them. I put them up in my ceiling in my cell, and Because in the feds, it's different. Like the ceiling was actually drywall, bro, and it had a light above your sink, so you can push the light up and put stuff up there. And obviously, they'll find it if they search. It's not like it's a great spot, but it's a quick spot to have shit if they just really fast type stuff. So anyway, I would leave them up there. So I'd go to work all day, and when I would come home, I'd pull one of those bottles out. I'd go take a shower, and while I was in the shower, I'd be drinking it. So by the time I was done with my shower, I'd be done with the white lightning and walking back to my cell, and I'd be already like buzzed, not drunk, but buzzed really good. And then I could just relax. I just kick back, watch Tubo, and just be chilling the rest of the night. So when I got out, I just kind of like continued, but I made it. It was like an all day thing since there was no. At first I wasn't working. There was no placas around, so it was just, I don't know. I just started doing it like that. But yeah, Maruka didn't like it real very much. So it was a trip. Kenyo said, vodka changes me. It does something different than the rest of the alcohols. Does it really? Yeah. Timo said he did some stupid crimes drunk. Yeah, I never did. It doesn't, like I said, I can control myself. And then I don't drink to the point where I'm stupid drunk either. There's the first day when I got out, I did. I think we've told that story. I passed out by the pool, and my Ruka and my son had to get me upstairs. I threw up in the hotel room. Jovan's cleaning up my shit, and they threw me in the fucking in the shower in the bathtub, and I kept like going under the water like I was gonna drown. They kept pulling me up. It was a bad night, but that was like I think it was my second night out. And after that, that's when I was like, oh, I'm not drinking like that again. But I would sip all day. CMZ, what's up, homeboy? Carlos Zamora. He said, what's happening, Mr. Cricket? Saludos to all the Chronicle people. ¿Qué pasó? How you doing, Carlos? How you been, bro? Timo said, hey, don't talk to my blue brother that way. You heard him? He came out running like a fool. AP said, dang, hope the bigger channel don't attract the crazies by removing skills strong though. And that's the main thing. The same people that I'm here, I'm gonna transfer it all over, make sure we're good, and we'll get it right. It ain't gonna be like that. Timo said, AP, I was telling him that last night. I'm ready to hit some home runs with my wrench. He says, Simon Timo, grand slams y todos at AP. That's what you guys are excited for. Huh? Timo said, you got one warning timeout here. After that, you getting canned. Heed that warning. Timo said he bring on that serial killer Fulion again last night. Oh, shit. Timo said, motherfucker. LOL. Pinche Timo said, big motherfucker. Timo said, oh, he did. Oh, shit. Timo said, I thought Vic, that dude's a trip. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a trip. But he means no. He's harmless. He's just, he's just trying to, he's just trying to talk and have people to talk. He's cool. The other one, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. That's why Maruka was saying the other day, there's two, uh, I am 100 said it's hot chocolate. Oh, see, yeah, hot chocolate like s'mores, bro, with like, that's good right there with the s'mores type. So it tastes like graham cracker chocolate y la, what's that? The fucking, what is that shit called? Marshmallows. I am 100 said I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving with their families. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to spend it with Maruka. I'm gonna be here with my son though, and then she'll be with her family out there. But Christmas, Christmas I'll be out there, so we'll be able to spend Christmas together. I love Phoenix Christmas time, man. Although when I go to the stores and they got all the lights, the WalMarts and all the stores, they got it's all hooked up. Well, I guess it's everywhere, but it just brings back my like childhood memories. You know what I mean? Mark McKeel said, "Big dog, do you remember the Batman magazines?" I never got into them too much, bro. I mean, I remember a lot of that, but I never got into like I wasn't. I never really bought all of those. I think the most I did was remember the Bazooka Joes. I would get those and look and read those little comics, but I never got into comic books or anything like that. But I remember the first Batman movie, the one with Jack Nicholson as Joker. I think that was the best one. That was a good ass movie right there. Timo said he was on the first night you people went over there. I'm gonna hear about this on your live. Yeah, I know. That's why Maruka said that I had two stalkers. Bobby the 1818 said, you will B23 clica. I see some gato in the corner. Look at the wall before you come up in here. Hey, saludos a todos, tú sabes. What's up, brother? How you doing, Bobby? That's right, B23. You see last night, pinche fucking Krusty had that going on, like, at the bottom of the thing, like the banner right here going across like that. It said, B23 vibes. There's not that many people that know about that. Motherfuckers are probably like, what the hell is he talking about? B23 vibes. Uh, Damn, this shit jumped for some reason. Vicky17 said, Cricket, what the fuck, man? It's 2022. Don't disrespect the YouTube criminals. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Mark McKeel said, are you kicking back with the Chiefs drinking that firewater, brother? And when you drink with the Chief, you got to be out of your toes. So, yeah, there was actually some there from back home, some Warrior Society vatos. When I in the pod that I was in the feds, and we used to make that. We used to take turns in who was gonna make the white lightning because that shit stinks, bro. And it's kind of it's a little bit of a obviously you're taking a chance because you got to tape your door up, to make sure the smell don't go out. But in the morning, when you pull the tape off, it's so quiet in the pod and shit. The whole pod, like even down in the placa's little office, you can hear that shit like ripping up off of the door. So like the placa kind of knows what's going on. But most of them placas don't care, bro. Once you talking about yardas like that, where it's dudes like a lot of convictos like that have been around a long time, and they're kind of just like, man, just be cool. You know what I mean? Don't make us write paperwork, and they ain't tripping. And it was kind of like cool. The only time when you have to really worry is if they're gonna do like the major shakedowns and shit. Big motherfucker said, "Gule Bobby, puro B23." Mark McKeel said, how important is it when you get out to stay clean and sober? Cricket, shed light on that. A lot of people want to get out now and go right back to the bullshit. Yeah, well, I mean, you do that, bro, you're going back. I mean, it's very that it's very important, bro. Um, I'm not sure about alcohol. Alcohol is going to be case by case, obviously. If you can handle it or can't handle it, how far you go, what it turns you into, all that type of stuff. But if you're talking about clavo, bro, or any kind of dopes, I mean, you're back to taking the same risks. You know what I mean? Just buying buying the holla is a risk. Driving around with it is a risk. Your UAs, if you're getting UAs, and if you're not, eventually, brother, the feria catches up. You know what I mean? Like that shit's expensive, and it's just and not just that, you start taking risks that are unnecessary, right? You start carrying it in your pocket. At first it's like, and I can say from experience. I remember when I got out in like 2003 for those 4 months. um and I was with Jovana. She didn't know, but I would like I would get up in the morning, me tiraba, and then I'd kick it all day, right? And that was it. It would just be in the chante, and then I'd go out all day, do what I gotta do, and then at night before bed, otra vez me tiraba. But then I started taking chances where I would, carry it with me all day and look for, baños to do it again. And so, it starts one way, and it always going to lead to something else. And it's definitely, that's just that's the beginning of the end, honestly. If you go that route, yeah, coming out from the pinta, you just gotta be, you gotta be 100% serious about all of it. And like anything that has to do with anything, you know what I mean? I'm not a stickler of the grifa thing now that how things have been changing, but I don't smoke weed either. But that's a personal preference. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? But I honestly think that if you're truly you're serious about, hey, I'm done with that life, you got to be done with that life, bro. And Glavo keeps you with at least with one foot, in the water. Um, you got to keep in contact with vatos who slang that shit. You're putting yourself back into a world that you need to leave behind totally. You know what I mean? And it's hard, I guess. It's hard. A lot of people think that everybody thinks that they have the wherewithal to only do enough for not to do, what I mean, like everybody be like, oh, I just chip homes, or it's only on Saturdays and Sundays I work the rest, or I don't, it's just whatever your excuse is. But it's the problem is it always grows from there. Everybody's experience is practically the same when it comes to that. I've rarely heard of people say they spent the rest of their life just chipping. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't happen. And even if it does, there's still the risk factor because you got to go cop. You got to, go into whatever barrio it is. You got to still talk to the dope dealers and all that. I mean, you're keeping one foot in that lifestyle, and it's got to be it's got to be a straight cut. You know what I mean? Like just done with it all, letting it all go. And I'm not saying like if you're from a neighborhood and you're deciding you're gonna be, you're done with that life, but you still got homies that you talk to. I'm not I still talk to some of mine. I'm good in my barrio. My barrio doesn't like the M. My barrio was always the type that told the homies, man, don't even join that shit, right? We're from here, what I mean, that jale ain't with us. And then I joined. As of now, I think there's three carnales from my neighborhood right now, but it's always been known as it didn't really, not a lot of vatos came from my barrio and got involved in that. And so I still go now when I get out, when I go out there for Christmas, I go to my neighborhood. I see a bunch of homies, and some of them are into that, you know what I mean? But I don't judge, bro. They're homies. I got amor for them. Um, you know, Sometimes I'll give them feria, I'll give them rides to Circle K, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll have conversations. Some of them will come in here and say "cubo" to me, and I know who they are, obviously. So, and well, it's funny. I'll tell you guys a story real quick. So, when we recorded that video in the hotel room, me and Mundo, the ones that I put up, right? We had went through Albuquerque and all that, and then when we get to Phoenix, they're dropping me off. It's nighttime. It's like 9 o'clock at night, maybe, but it's dark, right? So I'm telling them, hey, just drop me off right here in my neighborhood. And So Mundo's there, and there was someone else with us too. And he's like, "Nah, fool, I'm not gonna drop you off right here." And I go, "Nah, I'm good, bro. Don't worry." And I'm clowning, right? I go, "I'm good in my hood, right? Just making jokes and shit." And they're like, and he's like, "You sure, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, just drop me off." I said, and I got my valise, right, my suitcase, and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good, bro. Drop me off." And so as they're dropping me off, I got them drop me off in front of one of my homies' houses. And there's vatos sitting outside on chairs, right? Like 3, 4 vatos just sitting there and they're looking to see who's pulling up. And so as I'm getting out, he's the vato that's it wasn't Mundo was driving. So the other vato's like, "You sure, bro?" Like talking to me kind of like under his breath. And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'm good." I go, "Don't worry." I go, but if I get killed, this is just tell my Ruka I love her. And he's like, "Oh man." I feel like I'm just playing fool. He's like, "Nah, don't say that. Is it for real, Holmes? Let's just go. Let's go." I go, "Nah, man, I'm good." I said, "Go." And so they take off. But I was just clowning out. And I walk up and they see Vato see him, they're like, "Hey, Cricket, what's up, bro?" And like they don't they don't judge me on that holiday. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, that was a funny but so that's what I mean. Like you don't have to drop all your homies and all that stuff. You just have to drop the that's you know what I'm saying, the law breaking, the what you know is wrong. That's it. I talk to my homies, like, "Hey, homies, you know what I mean? Gotta leave this shit behind." Most of them ain't gangbanging anymore. These are all older vatos, you know what I mean? They're all my age. Most of them got kids, but they're still either tecatos or whatever, and it's just so I'll never advocate people uh turning your back on everybody or anything like that. I mean, if you're strong, but it also depends on the individual. If that's something that has had an impact on your life, carga, right? Then obviously, don't put yourself in a position if unless you're sure it's not gonna that demon isn't gonna crawl up your neck. You know what I mean? So it's just up to the individual. You know what I mean? How you gonna do that? But yeah, you definitely have to. Yeah, you have to if you're serious. As far as crime is concerned, that lifestyle just it needs to go away for sure. Timo's like, "Miss Criqueta was like, you still drinking? What you drinking now?" Yeah, she was yeah, she was tripping. It stopped. It had to stop. She tells me now that at one point that she was thinking of going back home and that she had called her jefita and shit. But she didn't tell me that shit at the time. AP said, "Last time I went to jail for a ticket, they would roll you out toilet paper and slather some sort of vapor rub type thing on it and huff on it." Hey, dudes be doing anything in there for that just to feel something. Oh, it's crazy. Raziel says, "Sup, Crick, sup, everybody. No hater Jade tonight." No, she's not feeling well tonight, brother. She's not, she's sick, bro. Sick, not sick, not sick. She said the right side of her chest was hurting and she just wanted to lay back. So Timo said, "We jumped a dude, drunk, almost killed the motherfucker, and we were young as fuck." Yeah, that's the problem. And then if you got, instigators with you, yeah, that's the, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful about that type of shit. Damien De Leon said, "What's good, brother? How's everyone doing tonight?" What's up, Damien? How you doing, brother? Sergio del Burque said, "Damn it, now I want a milkshake." Me too, fool. And no, not Cold Stone Creamery. Dairy Queen, fool. I was thinking of Dairy Queen. There's no Baskin Robbins here, but they got Dairy Queen. AP said, "I got a nice ass concha from the store. Gonna get some milk in a bit." Oh man, I always like the ones that have like the piña filled empanadas and stuff. I like those. Abuelita hot chocolate with cinnamon stick in it, said Raziel. See, I don't like that Abuelita hot chocolate, bro. It's too bitter, brother. I don't like that bitter chocolate. That is like the dark chocolate. I don't like it. Timo said, "I kind of made up with that tall dude the other day when he unmasked that dude." Oh, yeah. AP said, "That's the one, Raziel. Mike Contreras say, where you grew up at? Look, I'm from Tolleson originally. Tolleson, Arizona. Burqueño said Michael Keaton played the best Batman in my opinion. I don't know why the Dark Knight has to change his voice. Too fake. Yeah, that's the one I like. The one with Michael Keaton. ¿Cómo se llama the Joker was? I already said his name, and now I can. Jack Nicholson. That was a good. That was a. You know, what I mean, it was a good movie. They didn't add so much fake. Well, they couldn't. And then, what year was that? Like 88, 89 when it came out? Timo said, Bobby was on there last night. What's up, player? Yeah, he was. There's a lot, fool. We reached like 47 over there with Crust. Shit. Raziel said, that stuff is delicious, AP. Marshmallows are ready whipped. Either way. Yeah. Bobby the 1818 said, what's up, Timo? Greetings, brother. Yes, sir. The crusty spot was off the hook. It's cool to go over there and kick back, because it's no drama, you know what I mean? It's just people in there listening to music and talking to each other. It's just fun, AP said they even use that in Mexico. It's some original. What, AP? Oh, what, the concha? Is that what you talking about? I'm Anderson. Cricket, what was your favorite prison house meal? In the Pinta, I like, so if you're from Arizona, then I mean, they're different, right? So Arizona gives you, or I don't even know if they still do, but back then, one one Sunday might have been, no, I'm sorry, I can't remember what day, but one day of the year of the calendar, like it's a 6 weeks menu, they would have Mexican breakfast. That was my favorite, the Mexican breakfast. It was just eggs, beans, tortillas, salsa. Can't remember what else, but that was my favorite right there. Um, for lunch, the hamburger and French fries was okay. Um, they had those. I can't remember how it went now. So I know in Arizona and the Feds, they both have a day where they do hamburger and French fries, but I can't remember what day. So one of them was Wednesday and one was Saturday. If you've been to the Feds, then tell me which one is the which. I can't remember. I think Feds was Saturday and Arizona was every Wednesday, but I'm not positive. And I remember Thursday was chicken, and then but the hamburger and French fries was one of them, and then they had the sloppy Joe with potato wedges in the state in Arizona. That was another one that I liked. I didn't like chicken. I liked the spaghetti. It was okay. Um, I didn't like the chicken. I don't like. I never liked the shit on a shingle. I wouldn't even. I didn't fuck with that at all for breakfast. Um, Pancakes were okay. French toast was okay. I mean, it's just regular shit, but yeah. What's up, Timo Green? So Richard Cricket was one of your favorite person. Timo said, Krusty, you can see he's happy to have on there. He appreciates it, serio. Yeah, he does. Crust, for real, he does. He texted me and said thank you and everything. But I told him, it's not me, fool. It's you. You attract people. It's good. Yeah, it's cool. AP Segrio, were you sober the first time you got arrested or any of the times? Yeah, most of the times. I was always, well, when I got arrested by the time then. So check it out. Most of my juvenile stuff, I have like a burglary. I have like simple assaults. I had like spray painting on walls, possession of grifa, stuff like that, right? I had an aggravated robbery. All of those I was sober. We're just kids acting stupid. My armed robbery, I was sober. That's the one where they transferred me to adult court and sent me to the Pinta. And yeah, I was sober for all of that. Um, I was sober for everything. Everything I ever did. Yeah. And every time I got arrested, I was sober. Yeah. Yeah. Bobby the 1818 said, I see he do appreciate us in there. And I appreciate him having us smooth jamming and everyone in there cool. Yep. Yeah, it's cool. He put that B23 along the bottom. That was funny. Big motherfucker said B23 positive peeps all day and long and all night long. Fucking crusty. Yeah. AP said, I'm gonna try to frequent Crust Live more often. It sounds fun. Yeah, it's cool, eh? And then he be dancing. That's it. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's te puedes curar off of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say that in English, but it's like it's fun to watch. You know what I mean? Just him just doing it, but like he don't give a fuck, eh? And it's just cool. So just said B23 goes and gets milkshakes when it's 49 degrees out. That's how we do it. Yeah, you're about right. Timo said last night was cool as hell, and homie knows his music. We try to keep it drama free. Raziel said it's just a taste. That's my favorite. Timo said, Sergio, you did that, huh? Sounds good though. Lightweight Jones said AP. Yeah. Vicky said, I'm jealous that people never did drugs. They can enjoy alcohol, but for me, because of drugs, alcohol isn't the thing so much. Yeah. I mean, there's some people that can't. And as long as they know that and can maintain it, that's cool, eh? You know what I'm saying? They need to make sure that they do. Um, I tell you what, there ain't nothing I would do now to risk getting time. Ain't nothing. There ain't. I used to not give a fuck. I thought it was a game, all that shit. And now it's like there ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way that I would do anything that would be like even construed as fucking against the law, bro. I ain't got nothing. There ain't no way. Um, I mean, like I said, the worst that could ever happen now in my life is a self defense. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But aside from that, I ain't never gonna have no police contact. It just isn't worth it. I've already lost too much behind it, um, and it's just not my life no more. Period. Timo said Baskin Robbins or what? Mine just burned down. I'm missing it. Oh yeah, yeah. They don't have them here. Mike Contreras said, where you grew up at? Yeah, Tolleson. I was from Tolleson, Arizona. Sergio said, Jack in the crack tonight, Timo. Shh. Freddie is in the house. Cubo Rio B23 and the Chronicles Familia. Cubo Le. What's up, Freddie? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Mark McKeel said, have you ever heard of a rule inside prison that says you have to be a certain age to slam heroin? No, bro. I never heard that. I'll tell you what, I never did chiva until I hit the pinta. Never. Um, my thing was, alcohol, grifa, and when I hit the joint, that's where it was. That's what was around, and that's not an excuse, obviously. But I did it because I did it. But yeah, no, I was the first time I ever tried chiva. I was 18 years old, probably like maybe 18 and a half or something. I had hit the yarda, been there, because so when I got busted, it was 4 months before my 18th birthday, and I did 9 months in the county jail. So I did 4 months in the juvenile section, turned 18, went downstairs, did 5 months in the adult section, and then went off to the pinta. So I hit the pinta probably at like 18 and a half. And my first month there, I tried carga. And after that, and I remember the first time, I didn't even slam. I snorted the shit. And I used like to use the inside of a pen, like the pen filler, and and I got sick as fuck, bro. I couldn't even go to dinner that night. I remember that. I was stuck. Vatos are coming to my cell. You going to chow? And I'm just like looking at the fucking toilet, throwing up, looking up at them like, man, I can't. And they're like, just stay back, bro. You good. And I told myself, like, I'm not gonna fuck with this shit again. And that didn't happen. I did fuck with it again, obviously, but um, yeah, that's how that shit happened, though. But I've never heard of that. I mean, it'd be nice if a rule like that happened, but oh shit, hold on, um, Spencer. It'd be nice if something like that was implemented and enforced, but they'll never do that. They don't care, bro, enough. The vatos that are in charge don't care about people's ages. They don't care about kids. And if they were to cut off that portion of whatever age they're talking about, they would lose so much feria, bro. And it's not worth it to them. They don't give a damn. That would be a move that would show that they cared a little bit. They may say it too, but they would never enforce it, bro. That's their feria that it would be getting fucked with. They ain't gonna do that. Timo said, I got one nearby. AP said Doble was like that. I remember older homies would say, fuck them. I didn't really know what they were talking about because I thought we were all Mexican. I understood later. Yeah. We had a few barrios in Arizona that weren't with. Glendale was one of them. Glendale wouldn't join. Like a lot of them were like, "No, we don't get involved in that. We don't get made." But Glendale gave Skina. You know what I'm saying? That was what was a trip. Like they would give Skina, they just didn't want to become members. And and my barrio was kind of like that. It was like we don't get involved. Anyway, that's how we heard it. But I just did me. Mark McGill said I went in when I was 17. From 19 to 26, I was a full blown heroin addict in prison in Arizona. I'm Pima from Salt River, but I ran with the Mexican because I grew up in Glendale. I got into AA in Dakota unit. I got 5 years now, clean and sober, but I never said I was going to stop any carne asada burritos, baby. Right? That's cool. In Dakota, huh? Yeah. I was out there in Dakota and Cheyenne. Um, that's good, bro. That's good. And that you know what was what's sad, honestly? A lot of the homies, the Pimas, they get that check, bro. So they would use their feria for that dope. You know what I mean? Um, and they get prendido like that. It was gacho, and but they get that check, so they're just using it for that. They could do so much more, but yeah, it was crazy. Timo said over here in the late '80s and early '90s, when they brought that structure to the streets, it messed up a lot of things. Serio. Yeah, of course. You bring prison mentality to the guys, bro. It's not conducive to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna mess shit up. And it's obviously it's not like they brought the good stuff to try to. It wasn't like they were trying to get people proud of themselves. The raza and that type of stuff. It wasn't. They just wanted to control. They needed soldados. They needed feria. They wanted to control, and that's what they did. It's all bad. People just need to open their eyes to that shit. I be the one said, hey Grio, that's real talk right there. I feel you. Me coming from a barrio life on doing 10 years. And now I said, like me, changed his life. Married kids, a beautiful life. My homie, we go as far as a phone call. I can't have my kids into that hood life and evening that comes with it, just saying, yeah, absolutely. And I got homies like that too. Like they're still ex carnales, bro. So one of my closest uh like homies from the Pinta, but he became a carnal too. We kind of came up together, and he's done with it también. And I was gonna bring him on, and have him on here with us and talking and stuff too. But unfortunately, he's messed up on that vidrio out there. So he's done with the Lismo and all that stuff. But he ended up hooking up with some Heine and he's on that Halle. And I just couldn't, like, I talk to him when I go out there. I go see him. We hug and I love you, carnal, all that stuff. But I couldn't bring him on the channel and talk about him walking away from the Lismo, knowing he was still on that. What I always fear is the credibility. If I bring someone on and they end up getting busted for something, I feel like the channel would lose credibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you had someone on here that's talking to us about leaving that lifestyle and not doing this and not doing that, and now he's busted. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? So I told him, bro, I can't bring you on. I said, yeah, I just can't. And he was like, he understood, because at first I didn't know that was what was happening. But when I went to go visit him at his channel, it was just obvious. It was obvious what was going on, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And I remember still saying, like, telling people on here that I was going to bring him on because I had talked about him. One of my videos shows his picture. It talks about how we came up together, me, him, and Chino, and we had really come up together on through this, and I was going to bring him on, and I just can't. I just can't because of that. Mark McKeel said, "Same here, brother. I'm from Glendale, snorting the Freon out the AC unit." Said Raziel. Fuck. Yeah, I never did that. We used to do paint a lot when I was a kid. I did get involved in all that shit, huffing paint for a while. I got lucky that was one of the things where I got lucky that I got locked up so much as a kid. I didn't get to go on long bouts of that paint sniffing shit because I have homies that say that, like, it fucked their brain cells up. They talk like slow and shit, and it's because they just sat out there and huffed paint for years at a time. And I got lucky where I would get locked up and not be able to do it for, I mean, I'd get out, do a few months on the street, getting fucked up, and then back in. So, it worked out like that. But yeah, that shit's crazy. Mark said, Cricket, I say this with the utmost respect to you and your wife. Have you guys ever thought about running a sober living for fellas? No, we haven't, brother, because that's not really my background. I wouldn't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind once we have this nonprofit going, and if we have the feria, I wouldn't mind putting someone in charge of doing that, like get a wing of it and opening something like that and help felons as well. Because I'd like, obviously my focus is kids and coming up, but I would love to help ex-felons stay out and all that también, you know what I mean? And once we have this nonprofit going, and if we have the feria to do it, yeah, that'd be great to open and put someone there that would know what it is, how to do it. But it's not my background, bro. I was never really prendido like that. My thing has never been, I've never had I know people say, well, the first step is admittance and all this shit, but I've never had like a real drug problem. I've never been malias in my life. Like, I've gotten high, obviously, but it's never been to the point where I'm slamming all day, every day, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I guess it's because I got lucky. I got locked up, so inside we would get it on the weekends. Yeah. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I just wouldn't know how to even go about running something like that. Timo said they take the big timers of each hood, then they give him the dope, then they flood their hood of the dope. I mean, that fuck barrios families. Yeah, I know. Mike Contreras asked again, where you grew up, local. Hopefully you've seen it by now. Bobby the 1818 said, I lived that life as a pandillero. I almost got 2 life sentences, ended up with 10, with 85%, got out and changed, bro. Sí, se puede, la neta. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. Absolutely. Same thing for me, bro. I did 6.5 my first round. I was facing the death penalty the second round. I got 188 months in the feds, 10 years flat in the state, and I just it was the end for me, bro. I wasn't going to continue. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't know what would have happened if that issue wouldn't have come up with Maruca. I don't know. So I'm not going to sit here and say like I opened my eyes to, I mean, I think I saw a lot of it, but I played the game. I've told you guys that before. I wasn't some innocent victim in this, Hale. I played the game like everybody else, the politicking and all that shit. It was just part of doing that, Hale, being a part of that. Um, so I'll never sit here and lie and pretend like, I opened my eyes or I saw God or anything like that. That's what made me change. That's not. There was a catalyst that made me change. And once that happened, then I could think clearly about the rest. So it got me where I am now. Um, but yeah, anybody can change, bro. I mean, that's not even a factor. Everyone knows that. I mean, I think that anyone given the chance, if they truly want to, absolutely can. I think part of the problem is that people have given up on giving people chances because so many bullshit. You know what I mean? And maybe they're not bull. And I don't even. Yeah, and it's not even bullshit. Most of us know. Like every time I got locked up as a kid, as a juvenile, I would say, "I'm done. That's it. I'm not doing this." You know what I mean? Like you really mean it, but you know, it becomes your life, and it's like you get out and you're back with your homies again. Okay, what's this? Cuvo. What's up, baby?
Hey everybody, just wanted to say hello and good night.
We're having a good conversation here.
Oh really? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Talk about milkshakes and drugs.
Oh my god. Well, all right then.
Normal Saturday night conversations.
Yeah. I hope everybody is well and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I just wanted to say hey to everybody, say what's up. And to you, because I haven't talked to you all day, so I feel like this is where I come to talk to you.
Yeah, I hear you, baby. I know I slept half the day away, but I was up late doing those videos. I got 22, I think, transferred over, and the part of the problem is a lot of them still have old logos. So I'm running them through my thing, editing them, trying to put the Chronicles logo on them because some of them still have Perplex and other stuff on them. You know what I mean? So I have to
Mhm.
do all that before I transfer them. Timo said, "Mama Criqueta, get well, girl." AP said, "Jovana, you good? Get well soon." Mrs. Cricket said, "I am 100." Fence got the cheapest price. Get well, Fence, said Ty
Um,
602.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I've been like this for like the last couple of days. Um, and I get mad at myself and I stress myself out because I feel like it's in my head. So it's like I'm fighting with myself. I'm like stressing myself out for being stressed. You know what I mean? It's like a fight within my own self and it's ridiculous. It's annoying. I'm upset with myself that I'm even allowing myself to get to this point.
Yeah,
Um I
it's hurting,
just
hurting your chest.
yeah, it's like kinda I feel like maybe, just like anxiety, like I feel like my heart's just racing. Um, my right side, like if I try to lift my arm up, like the pressure on my chest just really hurts. And like I said, I really don't have any big things to stress about, but yet I'm still stressing about it. I don't understand what's wrong with me. Like why, like I got to get that out of my head. But I think it's also, this is going to be the first Christmas that I'm not going to be with our son in 19 years.
He's coming with me.
I thought he said he's not coming.
Ah, he's coming.
He told me he wasn't going because he couldn't.
When did he tell you this?
This week, that's kind of when all this started.
No, I just talked to him a couple of days ago. He's coming, and so's his. Yeah, we're bringing his girl too. She can come for a weekend, and he can come for a week, and I'll be there 2 weeks.
Oh my God. Well, see what I
He's
mean?
coming.
See what I mean? Nobody communicates. And this is the thing. Like, I don't get no communication sometimes because, when you guys are asleep, I'm working or I'm this or I'm that. I'm
Well, I
sitting here
told you.
thinking, well,
I told
no,
you we
this is the first time I'm hearing of this is on here.
babe, we come every year. I don't know why he would tell you he's not.
I thought it was just you coming by yourself.
We're all three coming. If she can't, then at least me and him. But yes, we're coming.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Well, I
I'm not
never
even
mentioned
playing.
it
I
because
was I was stressed out about it. Like, I'm not going to see my son. Like, my family is amazing to me and they love me so much. They do everything they can to keep me comfortable. My nieces and nephews love having me here, but sometimes I do miss my home. And I'm just like, well, this is the first year I'm not going to be without my son. I'm not going to be in my home to put up my own tree. Like,
no, well,
it's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of, work, a little bit, not work because my work is great, but I have to figure out the days to take off of that then when you're here. And then, it's just like a bunch of little things that aren't that serious, but it adds up to one big problem.
yeah, I got you.
So,
Well, at least you know now he is coming. I mean, I don't know why you would. I just assumed you knew because I assumed he was coming, and then I talked to him and said, "You want to go? Are
no,
you?"
he told me that he didn't have the money to come and he couldn't ask us for it or whatever. And he's like, I'll just wait. And even my brother, they're like, no, we'll just be there in July for, my niece's birthday, her party that
Your
she's
brother, yeah,
having.
your brother did say that, but our son is coming. I'm paying for it, so we're good.
Now do y'all see what's going on? Like, it's the communication, I guess, sometimes.
That's because you're assuming the worst, though. I didn't mention it because I assumed you thought he was coming just like I thought.
No, because when I talked to him last week, he's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
Mijo,
Well, don't get
sorry.
on him because you know what? No, I'm sorry. I forget we're even on the live. I feel like we're just having a normal conversation, you and I. Um, okay, I'm sorry. Just go on with what you guys were talking about. My bad.
Hey, but you know he's coming, so at least alleviate that kickback. Just let yourself chill.
And I
Act like
tell myself in my head, like, Jovan, like, shut up. Like, you're okay. Why are you stressing? Like, I'm literally relaxing, sitting on the couch, relaxing. And I'm sitting there like my heart is just going. There's nothing. I'm like trying to tell myself, hey, chill out. And then I'm like annoyed with my own self because I'm feeling that way.
yeah.
And I don't know what's going on, but it's been like this for the past 2 days.
And I know you told me that earlier, but you didn't mention anything about Mijo, so I would have told you right then. I've already talked to him. I'm gonna allow him to clock in at work while we're out there so that he can keep getting paid. And his Ruka's allowed to take she can take the weekend off. So I told her we'll just come for the weekend, just so she can spend the weekend at least out there and get to know people. And Mijo can stay a week. She can stay, 3 days or whatever. He can stay a week, and I'm staying 2 weeks. But
My,
I'm
my
not.
sister's right. My sister's right here. Did I tell you anything about Mijo or his girlfriend coming? I didn't know anything about that. See, even she said I thought they weren't.
No, they're coming. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, they're coming. Well, I don't know for sure about the girlfriend, but I talked to him. I said because he was like, I don't think I can go. I gotta work. And I said, listen, he clocks in on his phone. So I told him, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you clock in while we're out there, so you get paid. Don't worry about it." And he's like, "Okay, you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, just come on. We need. You need. He has to be there. We're not gonna leave him here alone. Not for Christmas."
Well,
So yeah,
well, sorry, everybody. I guess we could have had this conversation off. I mean, I guess we're just so free with everybody that, hey,
yeah. I'm gonna do probably another 40 minutes, and I'll call you. We'll talk, babe.
all right, well, hey, everybody, have a good night. Um, just because I'm not feeling well, that still doesn't mean that y'all look 23.
They said
Um,
that they said you were faking that you want to be part of Burke 23, and
no,
so you.
I don't, I don't, I don't, I really don't. I'm good because I already know that my roots are there. I've been there. That's already whatever. But don't think that for 1 minute, just because I'm not feeling good, that I'm gonna agree and they say that you guys are 23 when clearly it's 53, 43. But good
Damn.
night, everybody. I'll
I
talk to
love you,
y'all
bro.
later. I love you too. Good night. Bye, everybody.
Spencer. So there was that. Let me get back to the comments. Should we do a? We should do a. What is that? Was it where you guys just follow us around in our fucking lives? Burqueño said, bro, some of the vatos in the pack detox unit in our county jail take their methadone and then throw it up and sell it to the hypes coming in off the street. God damn. That's nasty. Wow. The Sea Dog said, Wednesday. What happened Wednesday, brother? Oh, Wednesday, you talk about the feds, the hamburgers, huh? Okay. Then Saturday was on the in the state. So Wednesday was the hamburger and French fries in the feds, huh? Dr. Chapatin said, "Cubole amigos, what's up, homeboy? You in the house?" Timo said, "Sea Dog, what's up, brother?" Sea Dog said, "Cubo." Bobby the 1818 said, "I'm still trying to look for that SOS out here. Can't find it." Oh no, I can't mess with that. I don't like gravy on anything, bro. Timo said, "Chops." When I was in the hospital, I used to complain right here. I did a couple lives on. I was in the hospital for 18 days, and I did some lives from there. And every fucking meal the hospital gave was just like the pinta, bro. And they would give that bullshit ass. They gave shit on the shingle. They would give like some meat at lunch with gravy on it. Everything fucking had gravy on it. Timo said, "Chops is here. He's alive." The Sea Dog said, "The Grand Slam Sunday." Oh yeah, they did, right? That's on the week. That was in the feds. They would have the fried eggs and all that. And they would put chocolate milk too. I am 100 said, "What's his channel, Holmes?" Whose channel? Oh, you talking about Krusty? It's called the Crusted Joint. Burqueño said, "Yeah, Crust keeps you entertained. I like how he appreciates all genres of music." Yeah. Chapatin said, "Timo, amigo." We're up all night as well, Chops, with the crust. Yeah, he was. Chapatin said, "Grillo, text you about this little chavalo, 16-year-old on the run, probation view for burglary. I told him it's cold outside, man. Your PO and arrange something to clear your name and settle it." You sent me a text for that? Oh, I see it at the top right here. What did he say? He's on the run for burglary in Phoenix? Are they transferring to adult or is he just running because he's running? Mark McKeel said, "Cricket, you had bags at Tienda, quit lying. You didn't eat the prison food. You had all that commissary." No, I did. It depended. Both, kind of. Christmas time was the best, bro. You feel like I used to like the Pop Tarts. Dr. Chapatin said, "Timo, I was up all night and 2 hours after sleeping downstairs, neighbors started with the corridos. I wasn't having it and had to stomp the floor." Timo said, "Mark, congrats on that, brother. And carne asada is worth it, huh?" Hell yeah. I'm 100. Say, "Gracias a Dios, I haven't chased a dragon. I'm glad. The farthest I've gone is meth, and even then, I've never binged. I never liked meth, bro. Not that carga's any better, but I never liked meth. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always a downer type of vato, so I never messed with meth. Cargas what I mess with, and luckily I never got like prendido or nothing. Raziel said that Chiva wrecked your ass, huh, bro? That's what I was scared of. I saw their cats fall out of that dog food and just stayed away from it. Yeah, it definitely can, bro. Hell yeah. Ty602 said, Burke 23, what up, fellas? Yo, wole. What's up, Ty? Raziel said, sup, Ty602. I'm 100 said, it's crazy how heroin is the drug of choice in the pen. Cricket is it because it's cheaper or just a time bender? I think it's just because it's the easiest thing, one of the easier things to bring in, bro. That's what I thought. And then I think it's that plus, for whatever reason, the older pintos, like the veteranos, that was always their drug of choice. So that's what they would bring. So as we're hitting the pinta, everyone knows that that's like the feria. You know what I'm saying? So it just continues. It's just a cycle. Um, and it definitely helps with the time. You know what I mean? And you're just in there nodding out, watching tube or whatever, as opposed to if you do video in there, you're fucking all up and days at a time. And I mean, I couldn't imagine that. But I just think that I've always thought it was because of the ease of bringing it in. It's like smaller. You know what I mean? You can manipulate it like like Play-Doh and shit. And then plus, I think it's just for whatever reason. Uh, I mean, let's be honest. For whatever reason, like it was the raza's drug of choice, and so that cycle just would continue because of that. Todd McDonald says, "Sup, Ty 602." Raziel or Ty said, "Raziel, respect, homie. What's good, Todd? Welcome here," said Ty 602. What's up, Todd? How you doing, brother? Billy Nefus said, "What's good, Ty?" What's up, Billy? How you doing, homeboy? Appreciate you. Timo said, "I had a neighbor like that, brother, but dude was a Nazi lowrider that only partied with black dudes that did drugs all day long. Neighbor from hell." Wow, for real? Nazi lowrider that just kicked it with black dudes? Ty 602 said, Billy Suga is in the house. What's up, homeboy? He said, hello, my brother, Diamondback Cattle 101 Salt River. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, brother? Paul Chavez is in the house. He said, what up, big dog? Saludos, everyone. My bad. What up? What brother you talking about? I just tapped in. We were talking about uh, kind of drugs. And well, actually, the real question was um, what, like people getting out the pinta, how they need to, I guess, you know, how they need to act around drogas type of shit. Like, what's the best way to deal with that? And I just, like I said, the best way is not even to have anything to do with that. You know what I mean? Once you're getting out the joint, if you're done with that life, truly, um, the best, I mean, I think everybody knows the answer. You know what I mean? The best thing to do is stay away from people that are still with it. You know what I mean? Um, you're going to get yourself caught up trying to hang out, whether that means, even if you love your homies, you know what I mean? You can have love for them and do things that are not, you can say, hey, homie, let's go to Peter Piper Pizza. Let's go eat somewhere. And then, gracias, I love you, give them a hug and split ways, you know what I mean? But hanging out and partying, all that, it needs to stop if you're really, truly trying to get away from any kind of risk of going back. Timo said, dude, with bumpy shit, I would bump my shit back, bang on walls, etc. That we had the brawl of it. It got bad. I could imagine that shit back and forth. I have 100 said, any news on the interview you have planned with one of the OGs you were talking about, Cricket? Fernando? Yeah, so I told him that I was we're going to do it over the weekend. Unfortunately, so well, he had a tragedy in his family, so he's dealing with that right now. And but we are going to do that here shortly, within the week or so. I'm not too much in a hurry because I think I want to release it once I transfer over to the other channel. But yeah, we're pretty much ready. He's been commenting and stuff on. I don't know if you guys have seen that. He's put different comments and stuff on. So he's ready. You know what I mean? But we just got to do it. Ty 602 said nitrous oxide tanks. LOL. Paul Chavez said, "You ready for them carnitas? Hey, homie. All bullshit aside, they were fire. The pictures you sent me, they look good. Shit. Yeah, that shit look good." Timo said that sniffing paint thing, I never got it. My brother and my older primos were into that shit. Yeah, me and my homies went through a little phase of it. It was stupid, obviously. It's just kids still, you know. Again, it's everybody assumes or thinks that kids are supposed to know all the answers, and kids are supposed to have, and we know that they don't because we say it, right? But then somehow we also judge them for it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think we just need to make sure that whatever we've learned, we can pass on to them so that they don't have to learn it the way we did. And some will anyway. We're not gonna, I mean, we all know that there's knuckleheads, and I may have been one of them. Someone could have come around like me and talked to me and did all this for me, and I probably still would have did the same shit. You know what I mean? Who knows? But I don't see any reason why we wouldn't try. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to try. I have, like, in my life, I have a job, I have a home, I have my kid. We got what we got, but I have time to do other things. Um, and with that time, I would like to try my best to help kids avoid going through all of that I went through. You know what I'm saying? Um, So that's just, I guess you can call it my hobby. I have no hobbies. I don't do nothing else. I don't go play golf. I don't bowl, fuckers. I don't, there's nothing else that I do. So I'll call that my hobby. Timo said, with the nonprofit, you can show X Comics a way to go. Who knows a good outlet nonetheless. Yeah, for sure. I'm 100. Says real quick, when you get the program running, I would like to lend my military background and or any services needed towards the program. For sure, brother. Like I said, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it going, and I'm sure as we start, hit the ground running with it. And I know that the fact that it's for at-risk youth, and um, it's for prison deterrence, gang deterrence. I'm sure there's programs out there where we'll be able to get the money from, different grants and stuff. There'll be companies. I know for sure that I have a friend who has a friend that owns a car dealership, and they already said that they can donate 2 vans. I think I told you guys that already. We can use those for like trips and stuff with kids, and so it's gonna come. There's gonna be enough resources to do what we need to do, but I'm gonna need people. You know what I mean? Money's one thing, but people's time is another. Um, I can't, and I've said it before. I can't be there. I'm gonna do my part, obviously, and I think my part is more about going to these juvenile facilities, talking to kids, going to schools, talking to kids, with my experience and all that, getting people in place to do whatever we need to do with these buildings, all that kind of stuff. But I can't. I can't spend time in these buildings. I can't be the one driving the vans to take these kids on these trips. I can't be, stuff like that, because I can't put anybody in danger based on the danger that's there for me. You know what I mean? Um, there is no fucking way that I'm gonna put some kid in danger because they're around me, and same with whoever's helping me do all this. So I need people. I need people to give up their time and be involved. And listen, this is it's a nonprofit, but it's still a corporation. We can hire people, we can pay people. It's not none of that. There's nothing wrong with people earning money, um, running this business. You know what I mean? It's just we just won't make profit. You know what I mean? That's not what it's here for. But people can for sure make money. So it's not like I just need a bunch of people to come in and bust their ass for free. Um, so it just is when the time comes, we'll get the right people in place, and we'll do what we need to do. Ty 602 said, "Right on, sins for sure." Big Miklo, what's up, homeboy? How you doing, brother? He said, "What's up, homie? Hope I'm not too late. Was watching the fights at my lady's brother's house." No, you're not late, brother. You're good. How you doing? Appreciate you coming back, brother. I know we had a little misunderstanding, but that's all it was. I am 100 said, "Thanks." Ty 602. Timo said, "Mama Criqueta, get well, girl." Jovana, you good? Okay. Get well soon. Fence got the cheapest price. Get well, Fence. Saludos, Big Miklo, said AP. Burqueño said, "Hope all is well, White Fence." Miss Cricket, un té de canela, said Bobby the One. Timo said, "Big Miklo, welcome." Bobby the One he said, "Hope you feel better." Widow G said, "Sinner, sinner, sinner, now look behind you." Hello. Yeah. I am 100 said, "Un té de canela's fire." Ty 602 said, "Give yourself a break. We all have bad days." Timo said, "Check your blood pressure at the drugstore. It takes a minute or two real quick." Billy Nifa said, "Wish you well, Miss Cricket." Yeah, I didn't know she didn't. She didn't know. Mijo, is Mijo here? Oh, is he already? Never mind. Um, yeah, I didn't know that he had told her that before, but we had already talked. Uh, Big Miklo says, "Saludos to all, man. 18 years ago, the UFC wasn't really nothing. Now it's bigger than boxing. Can't believe it, right?" I seen it grow too, sitting in the pinta. We had, remember, Spike TV would play it, and they had that. You know what blew them up is when they did the house, when they did the like, what is that called? What was the UFC house? That's when it really blew up. Just relieved the stress that I am 100. Timos a big Miklo. I had a neighbor of mine that fought in UFC 10 local. UFC 10 local, serio. Shit, I remember the first ones, man, when they would go bare knuckle and you had the big ass dudes would go after the small, like it was just no weight class. You had one dude, remember, I think he had one boxing glove and the other one, no boxing. It was weird, but they had all kinds of characters. Big Miklo, so that's his lady or a co-host for the chat. That's my lady, brother. That's my ruka. When you watch that video about my why I walked away from the Mexican Mafia, she was my ruka then, and she's my ruka now. Timo says, "Stop the fighting." His wife. Who took the UFC tonight said, "I'm 100. Timo DeVille, before I went in, boxing was bigger than UFC. Now these battles are fighting in Madison Square Garden." Yeah, boxing got boring because of it. Isn't that crazy? Like it really, boxing got like, because they go so many rounds, they're just sitting there circling, and everybody got so used to the UFC and all that action that boxing just lost it. I did for me anyway. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Timo said, "Check out Brian Johnston. He fought Ken Shamrock and wrestled in Big Japan Wrestling." Mark McKeel said, "Question might sound crazy. Does SSU or the warden get respects for the drugs that are sold on the yard? Are they in on it?" Nah, usually not, bro. Not at those levels. Um, Usually stuff like that, like you'll have placas, singular placas that will bring stuff in sometimes and make some feria and shit, but it is frowned upon by most of the other placas. You know what I'm saying? Like they're considered the bad apples, and because they're on our team type shit. Because you got to remember, in the pinta, for us, for that environment, it's a us against them mentality for them as well, the placas. And so any placas that are doing inmates favors or do shit like that are considered like, pieces of shit. And the wardens, they got to that position not because they're crooked, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I mean, there may be some outliers where you'll hear that, something happened like that. Like, I guess, what was that one Ruka a while back? She was high up in the sheriff's office and she was fucking that dude and helped him escape, and then she killed herself. That's rare, bro. Um, what's more prevalent will be some new CO just coming in scared. Uh, Vatos will start talking to him, and he'll realize that they're not as scary as he thought. He kind of likes them. They tell their sob story. Depends how you pull the placa, right? So, sometimes it'll start small. You'll just have them bring you in a burrito, and little by little, it's different stuff, and then it is what it is. But it doesn't usually get to warden status. And SSU, I've never heard of an SSU. And not that it may not have happened, but usually SSU are they're gung ho about their job. Those are usually the placas that I always say that which placas are like the serious, like actually the pieces of shit is what I would say back then. But they're the ones that got the leather belts and the stupid little walkie-talkie that comes up here, and they got the earpiece in their ear and all this extra shit instead. And then that the ones that are just chilling, they're there to work, but they're just they're not as RoboCop-ish as that dude when all they have is their radio just hanging on their belt. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell the difference on who usually. And that'll tell you a lot when you see a fucking placa like that. It's crazy. Timo said he knew Antonio Anoki wrestled in front of 100,000 people in the Egg Dome. Watch out. Ty 602 said Poirier choked out Chandler round 3. That's all I saw. My son was watching it too. Timo, when I looked at him the way I did, he came out running because he was running to tell his uncle about one of those fights. So he came out running and made all that noise. Question my son Craig. Oh, my bad. I already did that. Big Miklo said, I'm 100. I know the black champion got rocked and lost other fights. Wasn't really paying attention to. Was chopping it up with brother-in-law and his family. He said, Timo DeVille, I will remember Ken Shamrock from back then. He was the face of it back then. Yeah. Ken Shamrock and who was the other one? Remember that? Well, there was a few, but Rampage kind of came up. There was that other fool. Man, I can't remember his name. The one that the owner, homie, what's his name? Dana White stopped letting him fight because he got too old. He like made him retire because they're like best friends, and he was like, I'm not gonna let you keep doing this. He was around a long time. And then Ken Shamrock, remember what was his brother's name? There was another Shamrock, but they weren't like real brothers, but they were raised by the same vato. Yeah, Chuck Liddell, Ty 602, Simon. Big Miklo said, I read that one. Dr. Chapatin said, Pereira won. Whaley won. Big motherfucker says she's starting to feel better already, right? You hear that? Timo said, Brian Johnson, I think he got to fight on YouTube. Still check him out. Dude's a monster, or was. For sure. Dr. Chapatin said Poirier won. Big Miklo said Ty 602. Which fight was that? The Weddles? Ty 602 said, don't shit, Dr. Chapatin. Timo said, homie had a heart attack training UFC, though. Did he really? Damn. Chapatin said, Ty, I'm gutted. Urqueño said, she's a beast, huh? White Fence takes no prisoners. She came and whacked all of us. You hear that? She did, too. Timo said, homie got the story was crazy. He moved a few years back, though. Sergio said, LOL. Timo DeVille, he's still your neighbor, said Miklo. Ty 602 said that backfired for the UFC. That's the fight game. Timo said, Mama Criqueta gonna cry in the bathroom right about now. Yeah, I'm sure she got it. I don't know why she thought he wasn't gonna come. I don't know why his dumbass told her that. Bobby, the 1818 is a Grand Slam Sunday también in the state. That one was bombed too. Vicky sent to say, Cricket, you like electronic music? What's electronic music, bro? Is that like plugged into to one of them things that make it sound like an electric guitar or something like that, or is there something? Is it different? Timo said, "Nah, he moved, brother, dude. Like lost it all after he had the heart attack, but was coming back up when he lived here." Yeah, that's what sucks. There's not like well, they started now, right? They got retirements and shit now in the UFC or no? Raziel said, putting gravy on everything like they're doing you a favor. Out here, they have this stuff called carne guisada. It's like carne asada soaked in gravy. I think it's nasty. I've never had that. Yeah, but I don't like gravy, bro. Nothing. Like, I don't like mashed potatoes with gravy on it. Like, and then for, like Thanksgiving, you think of Thanksgiving, I don't like gravy. I don't like stuffing. I can't fuck with that shit. Ty 602 said that sounds a lot like their second kickboxing fight. Damn, both super tier kickboxing respect. Burqueño said, Vicky, I like that dubstep music, kind of like hip hop mixed with techno beats. Those guys get down. I'm gonna have to check it out. Electronic music, is that what it's called? Can you just like you look it up on YouTube? It's called electronic music. Let's see. Dr. Chapatin said was on probation. He sleeps in the stairwell tonight. He got no sweater. Damn. He's just in there with no sweater, bro. He's 16, just in the stairwell with no sweater. I'm gonna text you, bro. I I might I might send my Ruka to buy him one and get it to you to give to him. If that's cool with you, bro. Big Miklo said Dr. Chapatin, he looked like he was scared the whole fight and got rocked by a short hook. He must not be that great of a champion. Damn. Timo Deville, damn, wonder if he's still alive. Dr. Chapatin Miklo, there will be a rematch. The Chronicles has a bowling team, said Billy Nefas. There you go, fool. Big Miklo said, Dr. Chapatin, yeah, we will see. There ain't no good boxers or boxing in these days. There's not, right? It's like, who's left? I mean, that Vato that always talks shit was Kane. Kane wasn't fighting no more, right? Kane was a beast, bro. When he came out of Arizona too, out of ASU wrestling. Vicky said, Burqueño here, Israel, we the mecca of Piestrance, top sound in the world. Piestrance. Let's see what that is. Big Miklo. Oh no, Thai 602 said Miklo. It's in the lighter weights. Check out Gervonta Davis. Big Miklo Timo. I already wrote his name down. I will after this live if I'm still up, homie. Puqueño said Vicky Anthony Romero. 505-105 at gmail.com. Puqueño said appreciate it, bro. AP said, I think that movie Boulevard Nights made it cool to some extent. What's that? Electric music? Is that what that's what that was? I think that movie, I'm still waiting on answers. LOL said Ty 602. AP said the paint thing. Burqueño said, out of all the drugs I've tried, the black is what took me down a hard road for almost a decade. Everything else I was able to touch and go, Chiva, something totally different. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I mean, no, no bullshit. That would be my drug of choice. That was my drug of choice. The good thing was I just kept getting locked up. So I was on the street long enough to get prendido. And then, like I said, I was out those 4 months, but so at that time, the clica had a rule: you couldn't get high, yes, or you die. And I don't know if I've told you guys the story before. The vato that one of the dudes that I killed, I used the excuse that he was getting high. And that night, me and Chino got high to celebrate killing him. Right? That's how hypocritical we are in the clica. But I didn't get high on the regular because it was a rule. You could end up getting whacked for fucking with it. And then the second time when they ended up changing the rule, and it was all politics because of this cardinal named Crow. But when I got out the next time, I was only out 11 days. So again, not enough time to do, you know. And then inside, I'm slammed down. So you get it here and there when the package makes it, but it's not like you have a lot for every day, enough to get prendido like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got lucky, bro, that even though that is my drug of choice, I never got like that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad, bro, because I've seen vatos come in, all my lias and shit. That shit don't seem like no joke to me. Timo said, "Yeah, I hope he's doing well. Dude was cool, but it was hard to understand him after his stroke. But dude's still a beast, Miklo." Ty 602, there ain't no one like Tyson or De La Hoya or Morales. Boxing was the shit back then. Timo said, Tyson, I don't see all his fight, but missed the only one he lost live to Buster Douglas. Yeah, everyone was surprised about that shit. Ty 602 said Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, James Toney, Parnell Whitaker, said Ty 602. Not live, but on pay-per-view, said Timo. I'm 100, said I got you. I'm all in with your security and everyone around you during an event or anything having to do with the program. Gracias. Appreciate that, brother. I've had yeah, I've had the other people say the same thing. I mean, we're gonna make sure that anything that we do, first and foremost, the kids are safe. And if that means I can't be there, then that's what's gonna happen. I won't be there. You know what I mean? Big Miklo said, Timo, you remember the black box, everything for free, brother in law told me he paid $70 for tonight's fights. Oh yeah. I remember the black box too. Remember the HBO box that you can get it and fucking you could do something to it and get all the HBO channels or all the channels on cable. Santino Estrella said, what's up? Best to give a shout out to the United States Marines, Puro Gente Warriors Vets Days weekend for sure. That's for hell yeah. To the Marines, to all the branches of the military, bro. Thank you guys. Appreciate you for being real. For real, for real. Timo said, Mama Criqueta, stop crying. Ty 602 said, I've watched that fight so many times and I always expect something different. It shook me as a kid. Which one? The Tyson and Douglas? Sergio said, I can lend my expertise in saying a stupid don't do that. He's stupid, fool. Just Sergio. Timo said, I missed my little black box for this new shit. They charge you an arm and a pinche leg. Timo said he's going to yell at Gordo. No, I'm not. I'm not going to yell at him. He probably told her that before he and I had talked, and then he never told her anything after. Big Muff. But I don't know why she would even assume that. You know what I mean? Big Motherfucker said, Sergio, LOL. Big Miklo said, Timo DeVille, they don't have nothing like the black box now. You know what, Miklo? They do, what was it called? My carnal has something that's like that. But honestly, bro, you can see a lot of stuff like, damn, but you're talking about to watch live, right? I don't know. I have to look. I have to see. I know my carnal has something that does though. Oh, you know what? You can jailbreak your Fire Stick. That shit has live sports and all that stuff. For real. You buy a Fire Stick from Best Buy, brother, and then you can go on YouTube and look for how to jailbreak it. Timo DeVille said they don't have nothing like the black box now. Cassie J said email so I can get a hold of you. It's at the bottom of the screen. Prison Chronicles 1 at gmail.com, I believe it is. I thought you didn't like me though, Cassie. But you can email at prisonchronicles1 at gmail.com is the email. Mark McKeel said, from your experiences in your journey in life, do you think that the cops are in the drug trade out here in the cities of Arizona? Meaning, do you think they get paid off to look the other way? Probably some, but I don't think it's systemic. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like you're not gonna find a whole agency like it's not like a movie. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't doubt that there are some that help or look the other way. Definitely, definitely. Timo DeVille said, I'm paying like almost 300 nowadays for shit. Are you really? Damn. Big Miklo said, I caught my first UFC in 18 years, homie. You didn't watch it inside, bro? When they were playing it on Spike TV and shit? We used to watch that every week, bro. On the feds, everybody put that shit. All the TVs got put to that, especially when they had the house. But I don't know what they're doing now. And I don't know where you were locked up. Maybe in the state they don't have the channels like that. Uh, Timo said that Ruka saved the cholo. You can say loco. That Ruka saved the cholo. You can say loco. Big Miklo said Timo Deville for a black box. Mark said it would be a beautiful thing to start a program called the Mis Hermanos program and run it like a boys and girls club for the kids. Yeah, and that's kind of like what I envision, bro. Serio, we've talked about it on here before, but a little different. I don't want to just give them because I remember the Boys and Girls Club, bro. And that was a spot for me and the homies to kick it. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of, and I don't want to make it boring. I don't want to make it like you're going to come here and we're going to preach to you. But I do want to make it a little more interactive, right? So I don't want to just have these kids there because, playing basketball and basically that's where they're babysitters for their parents at work. You know what I mean? That's not what I want to build. It hasn't worked up until this point. Boys and Girls Club has been there for so long, bro, and that's not. And not to say that it hasn't done anything, but I just, for what I'm seeing, I think there has to be a lot more interaction between us and these kids. Like, and when I say us, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people that have been there, done that, right? So, but that are gonna be there for these kids. Not let them down. Um, true adults that they can look up to, that they can, depend on. That's what they're lacking a lot of the time. And so if we can get them in there and we start that relationship where they can depend on somebody, you know what I mean? And at the same time, that somebody can explain their life story and how, and I'm not talking about war stories. Don't go up and start telling these kids, the shit that makes you look like you were a hard motherfucker in the pinta. I'm talking about the truth. Tell them about that night when you would cry in your bed because you found out your heifer died and you hadn't seen her in years. Or tell her about the time when you first got locked up and you lost your ruca that you love so much, or whatever your situation is. Everybody had one, and everybody wants to pretend that they're so strong and macho, and I get it. That's part of what, the persona we have to put on in the pinta. No tears, no weakness, all of that. I get that. But now we're out here, and now we're talking to these kids, and we can be honest with them and tell them the truth, and not have to tell them about that bullshit. You know what I mean? You don't have to. It doesn't have to be. We made this spread with nachos that we broke up and we threw roast beef in hot water and we all had fun and watched the Super Bowl. Like, that's not the stories that these kids need to hear. They don't need to hear how you were sitting in the chow hall and someone got their head fucking cut, busted off, standing next to you. Like, that scared straight shit doesn't work. They need to hear of the loss of everything that the pinta brings to you. You lose family, you lose your life. You know what I mean? That you're talking about, depending on your case. I mean, look at homie Miklo, just got out 18 years. So that's 18 Christmases that he missed with his family. If you got the type of family that gets together for Christmases, I got the type of family that where they would come from Mexico for Christmas. That's the only time of year where everybody's kind of together, and for 20 years or more, because of the juvenile time that I did, my family, my jefita, the beginning, she would lie and tell them I was off at school or something. But then after like the third year or fourth year or whatever, that it's just, oh, he's in prison and that's it. And I missed all of that. Like, I don't have those memories. I don't have that. And like I've told you guys before, when I got busted, um, at the time, the ruca I was with was 8 months pregnant. I went in. She had my daughter, and the last time I held my daughter or seen her was when I was still in the county jail. She was 9 months old. And then I went to the pinta, and that's it. She said she didn't want her in that environment. She moved on, did her thing or whatever, and I lost my daughter. My daughter's 26 now, and I haven't seen her since she was 9 months old. That's the loss I'm talking about. The real shit, the shit that that means something, not bullshit war stories and you're gonna get butt fucked in your ass and all that dumb shit. No one believes that anymore. No one. That's not scary to these kids, because all they think is, oh, fuck that, I'll kill a motherfucker, because that's what everybody else says. I'd rather die before anybody. You know what I mean? It just comes back to that macho bullshit, and that's not what these kids need to hear. And then on top of that, if you're gonna talk about, that's just prison. If we're gonna go so far as to talk about other stuff like the clicas and how these kids see them, then we get into those type of words that we talked about, legend and stuff. You can't have these kids looking up to these vatos. They can't aspire to be a part of something like that, because it's not what you think it is. It's not a family. These vatos don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not a matter of disrespecting them. It's just a matter of telling the truth. It's not. It's not for the raza. It's not there to for a cause. It's not. It's none of those things. And if you're trying to join it because you're coming from a broken home, you're joining something that's going to break you. They're going to kill you eventually, or turn you, or you're going to be no good, or whatever. Look how many no good people there are now all of a sudden, just because these vatos say it. It's just gotten to the point where people need to really open their eyes and realize that, that game is not one that anybody should be a part of anymore, if ever. Timo said I'm paying like almost 300 nowadays for shit. I caught my first use. Where am I at? It would be a beautiful thing. Yeah. Nah, nowadays I pay that much for cable internet, said Timo. Big Miklo said Timo DeVille, so there's no way to get anything like back then. Uh, I think there is, bro. You don't have to pay that because honestly, you could just get. There is something though. I gotta figure. I gotta find out. But there's also like, if you just get Wi-Fi, bro, a lot of the stuff is on the internet, bro. You can go to. There's some shit called fmovies.com. You can see all the new movies that are coming out like today that are in the movie theaters. You can all the shows that are out there. You can see them up to like the day after. Like there's all kinds of shit. Vicky said, Burqueño, got it. Give me a few minutes. I'll send it at work now. A few minutes. Raziel said, Robocops. Yeah. Said that at the same time, said Raziel. Ty 602 said, I want to be a CO. LOL. Just kidding. Big Miklo said, you know what's crazy? In some spots in the feds I was at, you can get anything, and others you can't even get store all the time at others. Ty 602 says he got clipped. UFC is confused now. Chuck Liddell. Yeah. Don Fry, that dude Brian said was a beast, said Timo. Ty 602 said Frank. Oh, yeah, Frank Shamrock was the other one, right? Don Fry wrestled in Japan as well, said Timo. Raziel said Don Fry from Sierra Vista was a beast. He's still a crazy ass wood. Chapatin said, Timo, go look at Tio Dave. Was he over there acting a fool? Big motherfucker said, who is this Dave? Ty 602 said, I thought Weddle meant redhead. Did you really? Timo said he was barely making it. They didn't get paid like they do nowadays. Way back when in UFC. No, they didn't. I think they used to get paid per fight, like a couple $100 at most. Is it cold in here, fool? You're all fucking bundled up. Turn the heater on. Big Miklo says, this strictly a homie channel or every race? Everybody's this is more of a, I don't want to even call it a Pinta channel, bro. But I guess it'll be, if you want to think of it, it'll be something like anti-Pinta, an anti-Glica channel, if that makes sense. But yeah, everybody's welcome, brother. Kids of all races get in trouble, bro. And if we can help them, why wouldn't we? You know what I mean? Ty 602 said, every race, homie. Burqueño said, Vicky, thumbs up. Ty 602 said, Miklo. Ty 602, okay, cool. Vicky said, Cricket, I send you some tracks on email, unreleased shit, bro. All right, brother. Gracias. Thank you, brother. Sergio said, Dr. Choppy, his sleeping live. He's sleeping live, lol. Who is Fast Ass Dave? That dude's crazy, yo. Raziel said, Timo DeVille, when we were growing up, Fry used to come up to Tucson just to fight with people. He's one of those dudes that was a full-grown man when he was 15 or 16. He's got a brother named Dan who's just as brutal as he is. Raziel said, Kane finally got a bond. He bonded out at 1 million. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Timo said, you're in Israel? Wow, welcome. Yeah, Vicky is. Sergio said, Raziel, LOL, that's funny. Burqueño says, so the B stands for bowling now, okay. Bowling 23. No, you know it doesn't, bro. Ain't no bowling. You guys be hating on the threads on me. You want to know where I got this shirt. Ty 602 said, just takes one mistake, boom, you looking up at lights, asking what happened for 6 hours. No bueno. Right. Timo said, this guy, electric music and Boulevard Nights. Big Miklo said, Kane is in the UFC. I seen Dubs make a video about him. Did he? Yeah, he was in the UFC. You didn't know that, bro? Yeah, Kane was huge in the UFC, homeboy. He was a champ for a while. He came in and he dominated. Holmes, he was the first, and they made a big deal of it because he was the first Mexican champ. And he used to come in with the Mexican flag on him and shit. He had brown pride tattooed on his chest. Um, Yeah, he came out of Arizona State University. He was a wrestler. He's from San Jose and from Yuma, Arizona. His parents were ¿cómo se llama? They picked the fields, caught in the field, grapes and all that, esa madre. So they would follow that. So they would go from Yuma to San Jose, to Northern Cali and all that. And then he ended up going to school though for ASU because as a wrestler. And then he came into the UFC and he dominated, bro. He was a beast. Sergio said, Big Miklo, he was $2 a pill here, super sad, said Ty 602. Yeah. Chapatin said, Big motherfucker Dave is Timo's Steel, and he went live as he sleeps tonight. As Timo Steel. Fucking Dr. Chapatin. Sergio said, retired a while back. Timo said, Kane is out of San Juan. He just got out of jail. I had visited a few good old times. Yeah, he's from San Juan and Yuma. I don't remember if he was born. I think he was born in Yuma and then grew up in San Juan. And he would go back and got that shirt from Bill Murray, Kingpin, Billy Nefas. Ty, same here. Said Burqueño, big motherfucker said, Doc, oh, okay, thanks. Timo said, Chops, why you looking at my tío sleeping, you little perv? So just Del Burque. There's a dude. Oh, Raziel said, Sergio, there's a dude named Ron Pacheco who beat him up in 85, 86 at a bar when he got through knocking out a couple of one percenters. I haven't seen him get beat like that since then. Big Miklo said, Chronicles, I like the way you speak on shit. I notice a lot of people try hyping up that they was this and or that, but facts are if you on YouTube, you ain't about it no more. So salute for that, homie. Yeah, I definitely ain't about it, brother. Um, I ain't. That life to me is not worth anything that I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, um, I don't know. Like I don't know if I would have seen the light. You know what I mean? Like they say, or if I would have any of that, if the shit that happened in my life wouldn't have happened. But I can say, looking back now, I'm glad it did. Uh, it was just that ain't no vida. You know what I mean? In and out the pinta. And, we just think for whatever reason that adds some kind of manhood to us and all that. And it's bullshit, bro. I had to sit in my sentencing and hear my victim's mother mothers like cry, bro, and fucking hey, you told your mom you're not going to Phoenix? She's all upset saying that you told her you weren't gonna go because you didn't have no money or some shit. I go, he's going and his girl's going. She crazy. Well, she knows now, so I think hopefully she gets happier. She thought it was gonna be her first Christmas without you, but I'm like, no, he's going, and so's his girl. I told her the plan, that clocking in and all that, and she's like, well, I didn't know any of this. I was like, okay, sorry. Orale. Um, so yeah, like I said, bro, I had to sit there and listen to uh, a mother. That shit don't feel good, bro. You know what I mean? You know, to have done any of that, and I could just imagine my jefita. You know what I'm saying? Like, or me having to stand there and and having lost my son, and so just putting myself in their shoes, like there's nothing I can do to give it back. I can't take any of it back. There's nothing I can, it's, but I regret it, and I want to do all I can now so that I can help others not have to go through that, and on my end and on their end. You know what I'm saying? I feel I owe it, and that's why I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why that whole highlight that happened with Dubs, I hate that it became for a minute there, and maybe it still is, or I don't know, but that it became me against him type shit. You know what I mean? Where people choose who's the cooler YouTuber or cooler whatever. You know what I mean? When that's not what that was supposed to be. That's why I didn't hype it up. That's why I didn't put a thumbnail that has his big old face on it and my face and you know what I mean, like people do just to get people to click on the shit. That's not what I was trying to do. I wanted it to actually start the conversation on our responsibility on the words we use as people that are on here making this content and people listening, and even for you people, normal individuals talking in your neighborhoods that, you know, now that, I mean, you are the veteranos of your barrios. How do you talk around the kids? And it's important to be aware. You know what I mean? That's it. And so that was the conversation I wanted to start. Not, you know, you know, I stand with him because he's cooler than you. I get it. Yeah, Dubs is cool. He's probably way cooler than me. But that's not what we wanted to talk about. I wanted to find out what everybody thought about calling them vatos legends and looking up to them and having these kids aspire to be a part of that life because of the words that are used. You know what I mean? That was what the conversation was. So Ty 602 said, "What you do, Burqueño?" Vicky said, "Check your email, bro." Tell him, Burqueño. Sergio said, "Raziel, LOL, damn." Heart Life said, "Hey, Cricket, D-Scrambler for 150. I had one." There it is there. You hear that, Big Miklo? Heart Life said 150 bucks for a D-Scrambler. Chapatin said, "Timo, I went what? When he started it, he was all setting his phone up and tucked himself in bed and flips the folks off in the chat and starts to snooze." Oh, did he forget to turn people off? He didn't know? Big motherfucker said the Spice Channel. Black box shit, old school, said I'm 100. Spice Channel, huh? I remember that shit, said Timo. Sure you do, fool. Sergio said, "Big watching scrambling titles. Titties was awesome as a kid." Scrambled titties. Pendejo. Uh, I am 100. So, well, guys, good night. I'm off. See you guys tomorrow. All right, 100. Have a good one, brother. Oh, did you get my, well, you're probably gone by now. I think I'm a little bit behind. Big motherfucker said, "Hell yeah, you can see if you were lucky, you saw a tit here and there." Ty 602 said, "Gordo gonna take the alpha male role soon." Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll get him hurt, fool. Bobby the One said, "Black Box is now called Fire Stick, the B app. Jailbreak with a code, but the code is blocked now." Yeah, but you can jailbreak it by downloading apps to it. That's how I do it. I just got one. Matter of fact, from my Ruka's brother and sent it. And I jailbroke it and sent it. What is it? You can get pay-per-view and all that stuff with it. It's a big Miklo. Sergio said, "Big, like myself, hell yeah." Sergio. Hey, homie, thanks for the shout out to the Marines. Back in your younger days, did you ever think about joining the military? Did you know any vatos locked up who served? Santino, Estrella, yeah, both. So I met quite a few veterans, Torcido. We had a carnal named Big Spider that was actually, um, he was actually a Green Beret in his day. And there was quite a few veterans, and I thought of it when I remember 17, a little bit before, because I was in and out of juvie and all that shit. So, obviously people talk to you about the military and all that. And I had thought about it like, man, I wonder if I should and this and that. And then I just never did. And then when I got busted, I was 17. And I wish they would have gave me that choice. Like people say they got the choice back in the day, you know what I mean? Where they would say jail or military. I wish I would have got that choice. That would have been, I think things would have today would be way different, obviously. But things happen for a reason, and I mean, I'm good with where I'm at now, and I hope that I do make an impact with what I'm doing eventually. You know what I'm saying? Bobby the one said fire stick, free sports, fights, boxing, UFC, etc. Crack sports. Yeah, free pay per view. Yeah, everything, bro. It has apps. You can go in. It has all kinds of sports from other countries. Todo. I'm 100 said, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Every single one helps put him in the algorithm so that others may find him and their preferences and suggestions. Thanks, Chronicles. You have something going. Thank you, brother. I don't worry too much about the like button thing. I don't know if that helps or not, bro. Who knows? What this is? Am I in there? Okay, it's on. 100. I am 100 said, great chat community. Razia, yeah, we definitely got good people. Definitely. And just so you know, I am 100. Well, I don't even know if you're there anymore, bro. But if you are, um, if you try to come on, maybe about in a week, and it's not here, just put in Prison Chronicles still the same thing, because I'm transferring everything to my other channel here pretty quick. And so when that happens, this one should go dark, and it'll just be that one. So turn on the heater, fool. It was Ultimate Fighter before there was UFC and Bellator, said Raziel. Yeah, well, or Ultimate Fighting, yeah. But that the house was the Ultimate Fighter, right? Remember? Bobby the 1A1A said, I'm trying to get a new app with a friend that has airwaves. It's better. You get it all for free like Black Box. Shit. Raziel said, I just remembered. Big Miklo said, nah, I didn't watch anything in the Feds. Only caught Super Bowls and World Series and some basketball. Most of the other times wasn't watching TV, stuck to my bunk or stuck in a cell. Yeah, we used to, in the Feds, they did it big for Super Bowls and shit. Mark McKeel said, would you happen to know whatever happened to the guy named Rudy Ramirez from the Marcos? Okay, yeah, Troque. He should still be out there, bro. That's Troque. So Troque got his throat slit in Dakota unit in Yuma during that beef we were having with the Califas and the Border Brothers. And it was like there was like a 4 or 5 year period where there was like a little war going on. I've explained it before, and I can explain it again. But anyway, Troque got Troque the vato showed up on the yarda that Troque knew he should have got first. But anyway, dude came to the cocina and he threw some papeles on the table as if he was giving him some papeles of carga. And he said, he tells him mis respetos, like if he's hooking him up. And when Troque looked down to like grab him, Vato slit his throat. Um, it started like a little riot in there. Everybody started going at it, and he lived. Troque lived through it. But the Carnales put him on the lista for that because they said that he shouldn't have let that Vato get him first. That he should have moved on the dude first. The Vato had already been there in the yard for like 3 days. So, but yeah, that's where he is. From the Marco Holmes. I was with Troca too in Riding Unit back in like '96. He was a good dude. He had been Skina for years and years before he even became a Carnal. Ty 602 said, I think we're too old. They need genuine 20-year-olds. What? Who does? I'm 23, fool. Mark McKill said Rudy Ramirez was in Perryville. Yeah, he was around. Big Miko said, you did time in the fifth. I did, brother. I did. Timo said, Miklo got a lot of tamales to put down, man. That sounds good right about now, damn it. Man, I know. I can't wait to get home. Good home. Maruca Cefita cooks that shit. Her mom gets down, bro. Miklo, I don't know if you are cool or talking ish. Let it be known, said Thai 602. Why, what happened? What do you say? No, he's been talking cool. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Hopefully it got cleared up before I got here. You know I'm always behind. Timo said I like them with a couple sunny side over eggs all mashed up together. The tamales, right? Me too, bro. In the morning with eggs, breakfast. Big motherfucker said I just had like 4 tamales. Hell yeah. Damn. Cricket, check your email. Send it to some tunes. All right, brother. I will. I'll look real quick just to. Yep, they're here. Yeah, bro. A few tracks made by me. Some finished, some not. Listen on headphones or decent speakers, but never on. Okay, I'll check them out. I definitely will. Cassie, I was going off the other guy. I see you have a clear head. I misjudged you, but I'll leave it alone. Don't want to sound like I'm starting stuff. Be safe. All right, that's cool. I got you. Appreciate that. Big Miklo said, homie, I lost a lot more than holidays. Family members passed that I couldn't even see because I was out in Texas or Florida. I got moved to Victorville only the last 6 years. Feds suck. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, trust me. Um, I never got a visit in the feds, bro. I ended up I got sent out for a while. I was in Pennsylvania, and I mean, there was just no way. And it just wasn't happening, brother. That's where I did most of it at, and shit's the feds suck. I said they'll send you wherever. I mean, they're supposed to supposedly put you a little bit closer, but it's got you. You were in Victorville. Did you meet Crow from Arizona? He's an Arizona immigrant, and he was in Victorville, and I think so was I think maybe Indio was there too, and I know that there was an Emevato Carnal from California named, and I don't know if he was there or his brother was there too. I think maybe both of them, but they were the Cisneros brothers. Both of us were on our cases. Both of them were on our cases, and I'm pretty sure they were in Victorville también before they got moved around. Our Lopez said, "I'm tuned in." What's up, Lopez? How you doing, brother? Timo said, "Cassie, hang around. We cool in here, talking about everything, but we also clown around. Welcome." Yeah, for real. Raziel said, Cody TV and Xenon ad in package. You won't need anything else. Raziel said, Gangsters Anonymous. B23 channel, said Billy Nefus. Timo said, Raziel Spencer, I missed your Don Fries comment. Ty 602, I'm a white boy. I'm accepted. Yeah, definitely. Oh, is that what you're talking about, brother? Yeah, everybody. Absolutely. We had Tom too. Tom, he hasn't been here in a while, but everybody. I mean, we're not. This isn't. I'm not one of them fellas that where it's all about the raza. Everybody's proud of who they are, but there's no reason to exclude anybody from good stuff. You know what I mean? We're all here to be the best we can be and help where we can. You know. Raziel said, "No problem." Timo Deville. Ty 602 said, "Kinda." LOL. Timo said Brian said he had a UFC match with dude Don Fry and he had him in an arm lock and homie told him he better break it because he wasn't gonna give up. Damn. Ty 602 said Burke 23. That shit would hurt, bro. I couldn't let nobody just break my arm. If I start feeling that, it's okay, I'm tapping. It's a fucking fight. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not the law your life. Ty 602 said Kane got $1 million bomb finally. He's 602. Billy Nefa said, got that shirt from Bill Murray, Kingpin. I had already seen that fucker. Timo said, check out his fights in Japan. Also, Brian said he was the toughest, and that Macho Man Savage was the coolest wrestler to hang out with. Mark McKill said, Cricket, can you please shed light on the manipulation tactics that they use on youngsters when they first come in, meaning when they first come into the pod or when they first hit the yard? Well, I mean, I think that's what that other conversation was about with the legend stuff. I think the manipulation tactics start in the barrios, man. All that propaganda, where they talk about there's some kind of cause, but no one can define this fucking elusive ass cause that everybody keeps talking about. They say it's they. So I understand that maybe in the '70s something may have, and it wasn't in Arizona, and it wasn't California, but I mean, maybe in the NF may have started as defense, but eventually, as all the rest, they became the predators. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else, and everybody still, but they still want to use the beginnings as if that's relevant today, and it's not. There's no. I've said it before. I can't. There's no way I can believe that if the Emmett didn't exist, Raza would just be getting fucked in their ass in all these pintas. It's just not. That's not gonna. It's just impossible. We're not that. If that's how we think we're, and not just Raza, the white boys too. You think about it. If you're saying if there was no Aryan Brotherhood, all the white boys would just be getting fucked and jacked. That's not even logical. It's not the way the shit works. But you let them tell it, you think that these cliques are necessary for everybody's safety. And it's the exact opposite. These cliques are what is making everybody unsafe. These vatos are look at the SNY yards and how much they've grown. The PC yards in Arizona and how much I think there's in Arizona, I think I heard there's like 2 or 3 yards left. The Palma is one of them. It's like hardly anything left anymore. Everything else is either PC or they signed the waivers to live together or whatever's going on. I mean, to sit here and believe that 50%, and that's even being that's being nice. I mean, 70% of the populations of these prisons are all a bunch of weak motherfuckers, levas, fake, pieces of shit. No, there's no fucking way. These dudes are predators, and if they don't get their way, they have the power to deem you, and and the only reason they have that is because of us too. We're giving them the power to fuck us over. I say us, because that's the best way to say it, but it's ridiculous. There's no fucking cause. It's not about your people. I mean, it's none of that. Let's just say we're gonna pretend here for a minute that an MMMer won the fucking lottery, $2 billion. Do you really believe that he would do something for all his people? Forget just the clique. I'm talking about everybody, for the raza that they're supposed to be there for. Absolutely not. He wouldn't even do it for his own. He'd be done. Emmett be gone. It wouldn't even be in his head. And that's the point. This thing is not what it's put out to be. It's all a bunch of propaganda, and that's the problem. I think that needs to stop. Calling them legends, big homies, deals that. I never understood. You're a grown man calling another grown man your deal. In my day, that was some gay shit. You know what I mean? Not that I've got anything against gay people. If you want to be gay, hey, more power to you. But I'm just saying, if you're a straight man calling another man your deal, there's something wrong with that. Ain't nobody my fucking deal. I know that I mean, that what? I would feel weird if someone was calling me that. Because if I was a carnal and they're like, "Hey, tío," I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, you just, I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of things that people need to look at, realize what it is, and start spreading this message to these kids and to each other, and take some of this power away from these vatos. Because without the esquina, or in California, the camaradas, or the associates, or whatever it is that they're called in your state, or in under that clique, without them, they have no power. None. They can't run shit on their own. Yes, there'll be maybe four vatos on the yard that could probably take out a motherfucker, whatever, you know what I mean? But they wouldn't have that, not near the power they have. And it's just by the use of people. They're just using people, and mostly kids. And when I say kids, I know that everybody pictures an 18-year-old as some fucking adult. They're not. My kid's 19. Está más pendejo que la chingada. You know what I mean? Like, they're not mature enough to make decisions. My son's still living at home with me. If I kicked him out right now, he wouldn't. He'd be lost. T- Timo. Hey, I call Krusty Tio. What you trying to say is, hey, but that's in fun. That's on the YouTube having fun. These dudes are serious. They call these dudes that because of, it's, come on, you can't compare that. That's funny. That's funny. Check out his fight. Cricket, can you please? The guy in his humor is from San Jovato. He's ours. you talking about you talking about Kane, fool? Google him, brother. You're mad because he's from Arizona. Let's see. I'm gonna monitor the bottom because you're gonna keep talking shit. Where is? Okay, so Cain Velasquez was born in Salinas, California, but he was raised in Yuma, Arizona. After high school, he attended Iowa Central Community College. Hold on, there it goes. Lucha Libre, heavyweight division in 2019. Hold on, where is it at? In March, he was charged. Cain was born in Salinas as an undocumented, to his parents who were undocumented, where he met American born. That's talking about his parents. Velasquez was raised in Yuma, Arizona. He graduated from Kofa High School, where in 4 years of wrestling, he compiled a record of 110-10 and won the 5A Arizona Wrestling Championship twice. Velasquez also played football for 3 years. As a senior, he served as captain of both his wrestling and football teams. As a football player, he played linebacker. After high school, he attended Iowa Central Community College, wrestling for 1 season and winning NJCAA. Afterwards, Velasquez transferred to Arizona State University. He wrestled for the Sun Devils for 3 seasons and compiled a record of 86-17, placing fifth in the country in 2005 and fourth in 2006. While in ASU, earning All-American status twice, Velasquez wrestled alongside future UFC fighters Ryan Bader and CB Dollaway. He graduated from ASU in 2006, earning a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies. There you go, Timo. He's ours. Good try. All right, let me see. I ain't got diabetes, fool. Fuck you. 100 G's, he's out at least for now. Sit tight 602. Yeah, that's fucked up. I had to spend that kind of money. Free Kane killed pedophiles. Sit tight 602. Oh, I should. Don't fuck shit. No, don't do that. Timo said, Ty, he's free, brother. Raziel said, I'm glad about that, Thai 602. I thought it was pretty greasy that some Chinese dude could go into a church and smoke the preacher and wound four other people and get a bomb, but not Kane. I'm glad about. Oh, Raziel said the Chinese dude was in Orange County somewhere. He did it over some beef with China and Taiwan too, said Raziel. Timo said, Spencer Thai. Thai said, put me on that jury, LOL. I know, right? Thai 602, I switched neighborhoods. I got to fight for it all back. Porqueño said, Vicky got it. JT Phoenix, what's up, brother? Been a minute. How you doing? Cuba, Brother Brown, needs some drivers at my work in Tempe. Delivery driver, Blackwater. Felons, okay. $25 an hour. You hear that? Anybody that's in Arizona and Phoenix and around anywhere in Phoenix, I guess Tempe area though needs it. Drivers driving for Blackwater. Felons are okay. $25 an hour. So if anybody needs to, that's good money, bro. $25 an hour. You're talking about 55,000 a year. It's good money, bro. No, 53,000 a year. Ty 602 said, Timo, respect, LOL. Ty 602 said, I know some veterans. Great, man. Absolutely. Big motherfucker said, JT, what do you deliver? JT, living the life free, working hard and enjoying life on the outside. Don't miss that place, right? Raziel said, damn, I was just getting ready to say that about the military. Whatever happened to those options? If they've given me that opportunity, I'd have jumped on it, just played out to whatever they offered. Me too, bro. Honestly. Yep. I was 17, brother, when they gave me 6.5. But if they would have made me do that, like that would have been a perfect start to my life. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? But fuck, it would at least been worth a try. Oh shit. Ty 602 say you would be special forces. Shit. I doubt it, bro. I'm lazy as fuck. All that running and shit. Raziel said, Force Recon, Ty 602. Tell me I'm wrong. Timo said, hell, I got a sub. You new channel still. I'll look, bro. You might already be subbed. I was looking the other day. Yesterday, I was looking over there. I got so I was tripping because it starts it starts from like the top, like like it starts from like big channels, like it tells you, and it goes down to like the you know. So let me see. The first one I have, they have Tales from the Streets is sub to me for three. They have 345,000 subscribers. Desperado Records has 176,000. Ulysses Rios 116,000. Digo Boy 62,000. Chicano Hip Hop Culture has 42,500 subscribers. Old School and Freestyle Music Electro 32,000. Street Code Chingonese TV 31. Someone named Joshua has 25,000. Prison POV has 23,000 subs. My Life Be Like has 18. The Gilu Show, the LA Times has 15,000. Anyway, I was looking at that. All these fools have, but I can. Train to Go has 4,000. Daniel Flores. Animal Capone has almost 3,000. I remember him. Yeah, there's so many that are subbed. Yeah, but I'd have to. It's 45,000, so it'd take me a while to find you. But I'll go. I can check and see if maybe you already are, brother. But either way, as soon as I switch everything over, this one will still be open a little bit. I'll put out like a community post with the new stuff. It's all going to be basically the same. The handle, I think all I changed was instead of putting a one on it, I put an ad on it or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I got to check. Hopefully that deep voice bottle ain't on there anymore still. He's not. Vicky said, Raziel, in the States, military is like job. You sign and get salary, right? Yeah, Vicky. Yes, Vicky, it's really just a job. Materces, explain that war between Khalifas and border brothers. Explain it right now. Let me try to catch up with these comments, and if we still got a little bit of time, I will, brother. Raziel said, were you in the IDF, Vicky? I saw you're Israeli. Vicky said, Raziel, here it's mandatory. Age 18, you go for minimum 3 years. Ty 602 said, giving up the plan. Ese. Vicky said, yeah, IDF paratroops infantry. Oh, nice. Raziel said, yeah, that's what I thought. I know the Greeks do the same thing too. Mimi said, hi, new sub of your channel is interesting. Thank you. Appreciate that. Raziel said, personally, I think it's good for a lot of youngsters here, Vicky 17, but anything sucks if someone makes you, they're probably going to end up having conscription here because nobody wants to enlist. Big motherfucker said, border brothers kidnapped my little brother. Try to do him in. That fucker was my cousin. Is that right, big motherfucker? It's crazy. Vicky said the army pinta is tougher than the usual. No TV, no canteen, nothing. Yeah, oh, you talking about the army prison? What do they call that? I can't remember what it was called. What do they call that? The military prison. Can't remember. Raziel said the brig. Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is. Vicky 17. I heard Leavenworth prison is tough on the high level yards. Well, it depends. You talking about the USPs? Because they also have the military side. Burqueño said, Vicky, that bass hits. I gotta check it out still. Ty 602 said, call. Vicky said, Burqueño, thanks, bro. We just trying to chill, said Ty 602. AP said, órale, mi gente, I'm gonna hit the sack, puro burque. 2, 3, rifa, he said. Good night, brother. Have a good one, bro. Ty 602 said, Tap, don't be a fool. It's 8 months. Yep. Vicky said, Burqueño, send it you more. Check it out. Burqueño said, thumbs up. We have a cause. We weak truth. Said Ty 602, right? AP. Burqueño put AP peace. Cassie J said, órale, Timo, LNRs. Ty 602 said, oh, hell no. That's Satan. Yo, fool. Burqueño said, there is no cause, just cause. Oh, yeah, right? You're going to confuse the ones that don't know about us. Yeah, we got to explain every time. LA Dodgers said, Burke 23 in the house. What's up, LA Dodgers? How you doing, brother? Got another 23-year-old in the house. Burke. Weirdo status in Ty 602. Burqueño said LA. Or no, that's LA Dodgers, he means, I guess. Ty 602 said, Burke 23, what it is. JT Phoenix said, we deliver small cases of black water, jerky, and pretty soon Arizona tea. I drive a black van. You could drive a van or a box truck. We deliver to Target, 7-Eleven, Smoke Shop, CVS. It's chill, good benefits. Anybody looking for that $25 an hour, bro? That's a good salary. That's a good amount of money. You get to work. Is it full time, JT? That's good shit. $25 an hour. I know the cost of living has gone up in Phoenix, but that's still good. Timo said, hey, I call Krusty Theo. What you trying to say is, Porqueño Timo laughing. Bro, me, 100 straight. Well, maybe my moral perception more like a banana, said Vicky. Timo said, Krusty's everybody's YouTube Theo. Yeah, we're talking about something different, though. Mark McKeel said, why do a lot of Mexican Mafia members frown on the people from Glendale? I don't know if they do, bro. I don't really remember it like that. There was always a divide, but it was because of what I said. Vatos from Glendale always kind of stood on their own, but they were never opposed. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, they were always Skina. Boss Hogg was one of Glendale. So you had two famous vatos from, and I say famous again. Here we go with using those fucking words. It's, oh man. So two vatos that are well known from Glendale in our prison system would be Boss Hog, and the other vato was, what was his name? It was like the name of a comedian or an actor. I can't remember now the name. But them two vatos, and Boss Hog was the one that gave Pablo and Gray, which are two M members, Skina when they cut off Thomas James' head with the shovel. So there's always been like there's camaraderie, like it's together, like but Glendale just never wanted their people to become carnales. You know what I mean? There was still some. I think Mario Montes is from Glendale, Fat Boy, and he was a carnal. So it happened, but for the most part, they had, they tried to do their own little thing. They put that, they called themselves the Cardinals, and they would put that the card, like they even had made their own, like kind of like a patch, but they never really had. It was never really like a clica per se. You know what I mean? So I guess, so some people, I guess, kind of, so. If you thought that there was cardenales that frowned on them or looked down on them, there could have been. I don't remember anybody really talking gacho, but you know how it is. Fools think that, if these vatos think they're better than us, then fuck them. That type of shit maybe. But I never really, I never really met anybody that was just like, just don't like vatos from Grandel for whatever reason. Fucking Timo. He's stupid. Timo said, Mama Criqueta is punching the air right now, Cricks. Right? Vicky said, Timo, laughing. Sergio said, LOL. Timo, Sergio, he straight up called you a weirdo. Raziel said, yeah, Kane went to Kofa in Yuma. Timo said, you talking about Gordo. Oh, I know, right? Raziel said, Norte has to share Kane with Arizona. Yeah, they gotta, Califas, bro. They always gotta try to take everybody. It's always they want all the glory. Nah, he's from Arizona, fool. Raziel said, joint custody. Furquera said, LOL, he's from Calazona. He said, hope your diabetes kick in, loco. LOL, said Vicky. Raziel said, let you tell it, Burqueño. When's the last time you had peach fish and chips in your barrio in Tolleson, said Mark McKill. Last holiday, bro. Actually, there's a picture of it on my community on here. Let me see if it's still up. Yeah, it's got to be up. I didn't take it down. So on the YouTube community page, I took a picture in front of it. I got a bunch of pictures in there, but so when I was there last Christmas, I went there a bunch of times when I went, actually. There it is. So this was 10 months ago. That's it. That's at the Pete's right there. I took a little selfie. That's right there in my neighborhood. Yepers. That's my back. I used to have Mexican Mafia tattooed on my back in Old English, real big, and I covered it up. You can kind of see it back there. Took that shit off. Raciel said, that's a good gig. Yeah, it is. Watcha? Krusty's in the house? Is that Krusty? Yup, yup. Our Lopez sitters came from California or Arifas. Raziel said, companies like that always have a gang of overtime throughout the year. Shit, that's cool. Bobby the 1818 said, I'm on workers' comp. I broke my wrist 2 surgeries down. With this time down, I got my CDL soon. As I get cut loose, I'm a troquera. Troquero? Cool. Hey, Craig, so are we going to move over to your new channel automatic, or do we got to sub in? You're going to have to sub, bro. Unless you were already there. I don't know. Uh, did you subscribe to Perplex before? If you were ever subscribed to Perplex and never unsubscribed, then you should already be subscribed. As soon as I unhide it, it should be, you guys will just be there. If you didn't, then yeah, you're gonna have to go and resubscribe over there or whatever. But like I said, when I do it, I'll put a community thing here. I might even do a live that night and kind of explain stuff and put out the right handle and everything, because I chose the handle I chose is very similar to the handle I have here. So let me see what the difference is. I can't remember. Well, I can't see it here. It's only on the phone. So I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, as soon as I'm not just going to disappear and you guys got to like play hide and seek. We'll figure it out. Urqueño said Israel has the best defense system in the world. What is it, the Iron Dome? They were also the ones who invented the drip irrigation system. Man, I want to visit Jerusalem one day. I like to too, bro. There's so much history there just to go check it out. Timo said, Vicky, in Israel, you got to join the military, right? At 18, right? JT said full time, so it's $25 full time, brothers. Anybody needs it. Vicky said, yeah, at 18 you must go. If not, you visit the Pinta until you okay to enlist. But mostly guys go to a shrink to take a free pass if they succeed to convince him. Oh, they try to get out of it. Timo said, breaking news, Cricket uses the famous legend word. I thought he didn't do that. Tune into my next spiel. I'm human, fool. We make mistakes. That's what I'm saying. But that's why it's so got you that like we're so used to that. And that's why I'm saying that we need to be responsible. We need to make sure that we're, how do I put, like that we're conscious of our words when we're talking, especially when we're talking to kids and stuff. It's important, bro. It just is. That's why I said it. Words are important. Vicky said, Timo, I bet after the Legends discussion when he offline, he smiled. Yeah, motherfuckers, I am a legend. No, cut it out. The Crusted joins, orale B23. What's up, Crusted? What happened last night, bro? You just disappeared on us. We were right there still partying and you gave up. Big motherfucker said, well, it's Mr. I'll be right back. You will let Krusty. Krusty is alive and well, said Timo. Raziel laughing. Burqueño said, Crustone. Bobby the one said, Timo, I don't think he means it like that, eh? I remember working for one of the guys to not use the name. I would call him Theo. Others did too, or other names to hold description, Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, between friends, all that's one thing. But I'm saying to someone you don't even know because they supposedly have some type of power over you and you're a grown man, that's what I'm saying. Like all of us, you would think that our pride would get in the way of stuff like that, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? We're so willing to give up our vidas to nothing. You know what I mean? Other vatos. It's crazy. Timo said all about the menudo today, Krusty, instead of the modelos. Krusty said, big motherfucker, Timo, big motherfucker, Burke. Probably the ones just saying, though, it's like a habit when you're deep in all that. I used to roll that way and stuff. I'm not tough, just saying, I no mas, no mas. Yeah, I mean, of course, you know what I mean? We were all embedded in that world, but that's why these conversations are important, I think. You know what I mean? La neta, it's, you know, I just think they are. Kids deserve better, you know what I mean, than what we were given as growing up, you know what I mean, with the veteranos telling us all these stories like if it was like something to aspire to be. Timo said, Bobby, I know, loco, we joke, and Sergio's a hater. Ain't that right, Sergio? The crusty joints. Did you guys turn off the lights last night? No, fool. You disappeared on us. We stayed around for like another hour. Big motherfucker said, yeah, like an hour later. He said, okay, thanks. Be the ones, órale mi timo. Sas. Of course, the joint said, sorry, I fell asleep. He did, right? Mark McGill said, I love the deep fried burritos and the chicken strips from Pete's Fish and chips with the secret sauce. That sauce, bro. They have the one in Glendale too. Remember? I used to go. I don't know if you remember, Mark. If you said you're from Glendale, but back in the day, early '90s, the Task is where you can go UA, guys. For those of you that don't know, like that aren't from Phoenix, or from Arizona. Task was where you UA'd when you were on parole or probation as a juvenile or adult sometimes. But the Task was right up the street from the old Pete's Fish and Chips, the one that looked just like the one from Tolleson before they built it into that new Burger King. But I used to go to that one too. But my favorite jale was the steak sandwich from Pete's Fish and Chips, but they don't sell them no more, bro. I went there like 2 years ago or 3 years. I tried to buy one, and they're like, we haven't sold that, and they hadn't sold that shit for like 10 fucking years, bro. It was fucked up. It was embarrassing. Big motherfuckers said we all kind of knew it. Burkina said, oh shit, he did fall asleep. One of you called it. Yeah. Billy Nifa said, Krusty, peace. I guess my secret society theory was wrong, said Burqueño. Sup, Billy, said Krusty Joint. Bobby the ones that I'm subscribed to Perplex and Crime X still. Okay. So both of those are mine. One of those is gonna be the one that I come out that comes out on it, bro. Perplex and Crime X were the same channel too, bro. Actually, we had two. So we had Perplex TV and Perplex News, and then we changed it to one of them to Crime X. And so I don't know which one I'm going to come out on. I still have both of them. I just don't remember what this one was called before because I had took the name off. But if you're subscribed to those, then you should be good. It'll come out the same. Timo said, Krusty starts to eat, it's all over with. Krusty said, shake my head. It's all good, bro. You were bombed. It was fun. That last night was fun. We stayed there. My time. It was almost 8 in the morning when I finally turned it off. And more people came in. Crust. They kept coming and going and asking where you were. And Timo said Krusty be waking up with pork chop bones in his hair and Frito chili fries in his beard. He told him. Vicky said, if you guys come to Israel, I'll guide you around historical sites and nightlife included. Shh, imagine, that'd be cool, eh? Hey, do they allow felons out there, Vicky? Because I know, like, London or England or whatever it's called, you're not allowed to, you can't go there as a felon. Big motherfucker said, Crio, tell Jovan, call, pew, pew, get better soon because we already miss you. I ain't holding it down, bro. I'm going to tell her. She knows she's a part of this. I'm actually going to get off here now so I can check on her. It's 3 o'clock, 3 hours. I mean, we've been on, so we'll go check her out, make sure she's good. Just kind of finish up this. And Timo said, like I said, Crust, every time you be drinking that Ripple, I say. Crust said, no, Timo. I don't think he drank the Ripple last night because, he had one shot that he said he was just wetting his tongue with, remember? But all he was drinking was the other stuff, the Modelo, and then whatever was in that can that looked real good. Made me want to drink for a minute. Timo says, she gonna tell you off, Cricks. Probably. She said she ain't got no reason to, shit. I just told her son is coming. So she got to be happy now. I don't know why she thought he wasn't gonna come. I'm not gonna let him spend Christmas alone here. I wouldn't have come if he couldn't come. We just do our Christmas here. There's no way. Burkina said I can just hear her now. Yeah, we're going to finish up these comments and get off. Yeah, I know, right? Vicky said, nah, no problem coming here, but to come to the States, felons got problem. Oh yeah, they won't let you guys come here? That's crazy, right? There's many fucking felons that are here. Billy Neefus laughing. Hey, Bobby said, crust. All right, a ratio cricket del 23 este vato. Córtatela. Timo said, every time he's in the Tropicana room bar, Krusty raiding that liquor cabinet. That's funny. Órale pues. I'm going to shut it down, guys. I appreciate you guys for chilling with me. Today was we had some good conversations. Able to talk about what we normally do. I missed Maruka. She adds something to this, right? I think I like when she's here. It's fun. We clown and all that, but she's a good sport. And I like that shit. Um. So anyway, we'll be back mañana, como siempre, saying what's up. Everybody that's still in here, I appreciate you guys. I'm not sure who's all here, but I will. Big motherfucker, Miklo. I appreciate you coming back, brother, and giving me the chance to show you that I may not be as cool as the Dubs, but I'm an okay guy, bro. Bobby the one. I appreciate Krusty, ya sabes, Sergio Burqueño. Vicky, thank you, bro. He said, yeah, tough TP get visa to America with crime history. Damn. Good night, Crick. Stay safe. ZG, what's up, homeboy? He didn't talk the whole time just to say bye, bro. How you doing? Burqueño say, yeah, you two are good together. It's fun to hear you guys bicker at each other. Yeah, we clown. I like it. Makes it fun, you know what I mean? Relationship, you gotta have fun in a relationship, eh? I can't have no uptight ass Ruka, you know? Then I really had to slap the shit out of her. Timo said, all right, gente Miss Criqueta, get better. Bobby the one said, all right, Grillo, enjoy the noche. And everyone else, don't forget, B23. You going on tonight, Crust? Or are you going to take it off tonight? Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. Burqueño said, hasta mañana. Mark McKeel said, Cricket, did you ever get your charger set aside when you got off paper? I'm off of probation in Arizona, and I'm trying to get my charges set aside. No, I didn't, bro. I have a murder, though, bro. I don't think I can. I have my felonies. I got armed robbery, murder, um, a marijuana, a little bunk ass marijuana charge, and then in the feds, my conviction was conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute more than 5 kilos of cocaine. So I don't know which ones you're allowed to like set aside, but I'm pretty sure murder you can't, and armed robbery maybe not either. I don't think the violent ones. I could probably get that weed shit thrown out, but fuck, what do I mean, with the other shit, what do I care? You know what I mean? It'd be nice though. Vicky17 said, be well, you all. You too, brother. Hopefully we'll see you again. We try to do this almost every night, so you're more than welcome every time we hear, brother. Billy Nifa said, B23's call, right? Crusted Joint said, peace, peeps. Big motherfucker said, last night I saw how much dedication you have to this channel and this mission. Gracias, Grillo. Thank you, brother. What did I do last night? I don't remember. I don't know what the fuck I did. Oh, yeah, I know what I did. I stayed up all fucking night transferring all them damn. But part of the problem that's taking so long, bro, is a lot of them still have like old logos. I didn't know. Like if you go watch them right now here on this channel, some of them still say this perplex and all that. And it still has like the perplex logo and stuff. So I'm trying to like get rid of some of that. I mean, some of it's going to be there regardless because I can't cut it up too much. But I'm putting like I'm trying to put the Chronicles logo and stuff. So I'm trying to put a lot of that stuff over it. You know what I mean? And so that's part of the problem. Like I'm having to pull my videos out of here, edit them, and then put them back in on the other channel. And so it's taking a little while, but yeah, I'm getting it done. All these lives, I don't know how the fuck those. I don't know how I'm gonna transfer the 200 fucking lives, bro. It's gonna be crazy. But I don't have to do them all. You know what I mean? I can keep on doing them even after I start the channel. You know what I'm saying? They don't all have to be there right when I open up. So I'm not going to worry too much about that part of it. ZG said, I missed my flight back to Arizona on Saturday, so I just been listening. Oh, did you, bro? You got to crash. Mark McKill said, Cricket, you have a good night, man. Thank you. And with all due respect, I would love to be a part of something that helps out kids the right way. Hey, the more the better, brother, for real. I mean, I know I'm not just talking when I say it, bro. There's things that I cannot do. You know what I mean? I can't be in a facility with these kids. If some idiot comes in and tries to kill me and accidentally hurts a kid, I'm not going to take those type of chances. So the more people that I can get involved and that can be on site helping these kids, obviously, everything will be figured out. It's a corporation, so people can get paid. We'll have volunteers as well, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I can't physically be there a lot. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm going to be around. I'm going to obviously do what I say. I want to go visit these kids in juvenile facilities. I want to do all that stuff. But to just physically put myself in a position where it's easy, an easy target to get to. Um, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Especially, obviously, I don't want to fucking die, but especially to put anybody else in danger as well because of my decisions in my life. You know what I mean? What I got coming when it comes. But nobody else deserves to get, any repercussions for what I've done in my life and my decisions. So, yeah. Absolutely. Anyone that wants to be involved in it's on. It's gonna be done. I have a lot of people already. I've had car clubs that have reached out to me and said that they want to, they're gonna bring their, they can bring the lowriders in and show the kids that and how they're done. I got mechanics that say that they'll show them how to, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different things, running the gamut of it all to teach these kids, show these kids, spark little interest in these kids. And so, yeah, I can't wait for it. So it's going to happen. ZG said, trying to sleep so I can get up and fly out at 6. Orale, brother. Crusted Joint said, hope Criqueta feels better. Yeah, I'm going to call her right now. Orale, ZG said, the Crusted Joint. Vilma Veniga said, B23 in the house. Watch out. That's what I'm talking about. Billy Neefa said, Krusty next playlist songs with sleep in them. Krusty Joint said, Billy laughing, not sure. Big motherfucker said, B23 till the casket draws a rato. All right, brothers. Burke says Sergio. I'm going to tell my rookie you said that too, that was the one big burke. So my lady. You guys have a good night, eh? Appreciate you guys. Mañana.